Early mornings, brother.
Early
Early mornings.
mornings, man.
What's up,
Early
man?
mornings.
We
We
out
here.
here. We
There's a
lit
lot.
it,
There's a lot that happened last week.
bro.
I feel like we missed so much because a lot of the stuff happened early in the week.
Hmm.
But man, I don't know where we should even start. Do we start with the most recent stuff, or do we go back and come back forward? Like, how do we do this, man?
It's really how much fun you want to have. Like, do we want to finish up our Drake discussion? Now, I will give you your props. Your man's is holding it down. That Drake record has not been topped yet. So we gotta first of all give Drake his credit.
Yeah.
Ross done drop. Yo, Kanye came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting none of that. Then your man's came back. Well, before that, Kanye dropped the AI diss.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Drake
But
dropped the AI disc.
yeah, Drake dropped the AI diss.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been trying to have their little moments, but it hasn't really topped with Drake. We talking about lyricism. We talking about having a dope record. Yeah, and nobody's
Let's
touched
start
it
there then. Let's start there. So first
yet.
off, I appreciate and I'm super happy that Drake put the project on. I mean, the song on iTunes, the push-ups song on iTunes. Not
Yeah,
the fact that he put it on iTunes and I can listen to it. I mean, that's pretty dope, right?
yeah,
But it was a sense of relief, like, okay, he did do this. Because remember, like, even
right,
I was kind of wishing that he would just come out and take ownership of the record. So the fact
right.
that he put it on iTunes, it was like I could have did an IG post. Like, you could have posted it on IG. But the fact that he put it on iTunes, I was like, there we go. We standing on business. And then he came
Mm-hmm,
back to drop the AI track, which is funny,
mm-hmm,
but it still was good. So nah,
mm-hmm.
but I've been saying this, bro. I've been saying Drake is that guy. I've been saying nobody really could rock with him. I've been
Yep.
saying, and it's funny because remember I was joking about the Wayno episode, and like,
Mm-hmm,
I mean, me personally, I think it's Asian. I think it's Asian well because again,
mm-hmm.
everything I'm seeing everything I've been saying that people saying. I see academics saying. I see like other people saying like, bro, Kendrick Lamar can't just come out and drop some super uh lyrical, like it just can't be that. Like we want to be able to digest it. It got to be funny, it got to be witty. You know what I'm saying? And these are the things that make Drake good, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's the fact that he can rap, right? He can give you bars, lyrics, metaphors, similes, all that. But on top of that, he can make a song that's catchy that we want to play in our car. That's what makes him the GOAT to me. Not the fact that he could
Mm-hmm.
come out here and start rapping in algebraic terms. Like, bro, I don't want to hear that personally. Me, and maybe it's because I'm younger, but I don't want to hear the like, even when Pusha T dropped his project, I mean his diss
This
on the
record.
added on to Drake, it still has some sense of simplicity to it. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm,
saying? Like
mm-hmm.
so me personally, I don't even know if I care to hear a Kendrick Lamar
Ooh, look,
this.
look. You trying to take over the whole
My
situation?
bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my
No,
bad,
no,
my bad, my
no.
bad, my
But
bad.
no, I'm not saying, yo, the man ain't even gave his response yet. You already cutting him out the situation. That's unfair.
Nah,
Only
you
thing,
right.
all right. This is what I'm giving Drake his points for. Number one, coming with the best diss record so far. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, the funniest social media stuff
Bro,
I've seen
he
in
on his 50
years,
cent.
bro.
He on his 50 cent.
Yo, he be having me rolling, bro. I've been rolling off of him, yo.
Yeah.
The AI joint with Tupac and Snoop on it. Snoop waking up going, I don't know what's going on. Yo, that was hilarious
You
to
know
me.
what's funny? I was curious. That was a bold move though,
Mm-hmm.
because Snoop
But
Dogg is
it's
still alive, right? And
right.
okay, Tupac, maybe that could be funny. Like, he ain't making no money off of it, so nobody is going to like check. I don't know. I don't know. It was a bold move because what if like you burnt the bridge with Snoop? In my mind, I thought he might
Mm-hmm.
have talked with Snoop at least
Mm-hmm.
let him know like he's going to do something funny, because I don't
Right.
think it's worth burning that bridge with Snoop Dogg. Like, that's a legend. Imagine if Snoop Dogg
Agreed.
didn't hear nothing about it, right, from Drake, and he wakes
Right.
up and he hear that, like, bro, like, you can't do that, bro. Like what type of time you on? Or maybe Drake don't care. Maybe he's that much savage that he don't care.
No, I agree with you, but I don't feel like, we I feel like Drake knows Snoop enough to know, man, this ain't nothing. And we all know this ain't street related. This is just hip hop. So, Snoop's like, man, whatever, yo. It's like, yo, let the kids play, man. Let the kids
Is
do what they
that
do.
so though? Because when it comes to like hometown, we all know how that goes, right? So if it's like let the kids play and you don't ask me, right? And then you drop a diss record, this is somebody from it's not, let's say from my neck of the woods, right? From the West Coast. You know, I represent West Coast. So you putting that on a track is sort of like me co-signing it, right? If I'm not, I could see Snoop Dogg not being okay with that. Like I can see him like, yo, like don't do that. Like this is hometown. I ride with you, but this hometown. We don't do that over here.
Right, but that's a risk you got to take sometimes when you're doing this. But I could also see I could also see Drake sending over a text message saying, "Hey, bro, it's just something funny." You know what I mean? And niggas just playing along. Now, this is where the genius in the AI diss is Drake saying a bunch of stuff that he can't really say. If you think about the diss, in the diss, he's saying, yo, you not a street dude. You never got into a fight. You never did blah, blah, blah. But you know, Drake can't say that because it could be thrown back in his face.
I was thinking the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is genius.
I was like thinking the same thing, like the nerve of this, the grassy Canada raised, half black, half white. I don't know. I don't like, bro, I told you, listen, I don't care what nobody say. I think I'm the most unbiased. I love Drake as an artist, bro. But Drake, we ain't about to sit up here and act like you just like this some tough Canadian guy. Like, bro, like you're soft, bro. But I love this for hip hop. Let's just say it like that. So if it's, bro, you know, rap, like rap is exaggerated a lot. So I'm not mad at the bars. You know, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Like, but back to my point, I think Kendrick Lamar, like he's good, like, and I want to give him his respect, but I love how Drake is handling this because he's giving the fans what we want. Like, think about it. His fans wanted him to own the disc. He owned it, right? And he's still trolling like, yo, what we going to do? I've been waiting a long time for this. What we doing? What we doing? And it makes me think, to be honest, that Drake knows something else that we don't know. Like, because he's going too hard. Like, Kendrick Lamar isn't a scrub. Like, I might not like him, right? But he's not a scrub. Let's not do that. He's not a bum. He's one of them guys when it comes to upper echelon rappers, right? So for him to be going this hard at Kendrick Lamar is like,
because he's softening up the ground. All right, let's just take away the concept of him having some sneaky stuff in the background. He is chipping away at Kendrick Lamar's credibility with little things here and there. Yo, the AI diss, you know, him throwing stuff on social media, him doing the diss record, you know what I mean, doing the original diss record. Like, he's chipping away at Kendrick Lamar's credibility using everything around him. So when the diss record, so no matter how hard the diss record is, you know, us as the consumer, even if I'm a Kendrick fan, is going to be like, man, that wasn't as ill as it could be. You know what I mean? It wasn't as much as it could be. You know what I mean? So like that's what I think the genius of it is. Like, you know, Kendrick didn't drop nothing, and we already like, oh, he catching the L.
So I'm not gonna say he catching the L, but I'm just not I said this 100 times, so I don't need to keep saying it. But you got Kendrick Lamar fans. I'm just not one of them. All I am saying is, I think it's pretty dope for Drake to be trying to bully the supposed to be bully. Like that's like, I like that. I don't like when like if niggas still shooting shots at Drake, I mean at J. Cole, that's corny, like you bullying at this point. But the fact that Drake is like, nah, you big dog, I'm coming to you. And to be honest, I don't think Drake should respond. We're gonna get to Kanye West. I don't think Drake should respond to nobody else. Because I heard some people say Kendrick, I think Imani from Joe Budden podcast was like, Kendrick Lamar shouldn't respond until everybody else respond and like respond later, something like that. And wait, I'm like, no, if anything, Drake is calling Kendrick Lamar out single-handedly. He's not even, like, yeah, he's throwing shots at everybody else because they threw shots at him, but he's not really dissing them. He's calling out Kendrick Lamar. If anything, I think we should reverse it. And I think Drake should stop responding to everybody else and only make it about Kendrick Lamar, because Kendrick Lamar is clearly that dude when it comes to this rap space. Like at one point in time, the industry, not me, the industry was calling Kendrick Lamar like the savior of rap. Like he was that guy that was making hip hop again. You get what I'm saying? And I think Drake should just leave Kanye West out of it. Because one, Kanye West that shit was corny and clout chasey. And I love, you know, I'm a Kanye West fan. That shit was trash. Leave that alone. Future, Rick Ross, no, you don't get a response because you niggas is eating off of me. I want Kendrick Lamar to drop. That's the only nigga that's on my level. It's like when you outside. I'm excited. I've been waiting to do this for. I've been waiting all week for this. It's like when you outside, right? And like, I don't know about y'all, but I got to a point where I knew I could fight. So anybody that I didn't feel threatened against, like, I'm not fighting you. Like, bro, go ahead, bro. You can do whatever you want. You call me all the name, bro. I'm cool. Like, I don't feel a threat. But the moment I feel like somebody might be threatening my space, oh yeah, what's up? You get what I'm trying to say? I feel like, yeah, like Kendrick is that dude to Drake. You know what I'm saying? So Drake keep applying pressure. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Niggas keep talking about you light skin, you white. Yeah, show them what a white man. Show them that a white man can jump. What are you talking about? They say white man can't jump. Well, he can. It's part 3.
I'm antagonizing you enough to where you can't avoid it. You can't drop, like they saying he about to drop an album. You can't drop an album now and not address me, because all that shit you said before is gonna be out the window. Now your sales is gonna go. Your sales ain't gonna go right. People ain't gonna want to come. And guess what? Everywhere you go, it's gonna be a conversation. Why you ain't respond to your mans? Like, you opened up the can a whoop ass and started this shit. So now you got to respond. Beautiful. I think it's beautiful technique on Drake's part. I 1000% agree with you that it's dogpiling at this point. Like, and it's almost like, and you know what? I'm telling you again, this week, I'm giving you your flowers. I talked shit about you last Sunday, but I'm giving you your flowers today. Last week, you said this, everybody going at Drake makes Drake look bigger. Everybody going at Drake is making Drake look like the man. And like everybody coming out just throwing rocks at the throne, it's starting to look, when I saw Kanye, I sent you that shit quick as hell. I was like, this is some bullshit. I was like, why are you even here? Why did you remix the beat? Like, Kanye really, when he sat down, I got the clip of him sitting down with his boy. I ain't seen this nigga for real in a million years. All of a sudden now he got a podcast, and now all of a sudden, yeah. How long he been doing that? Was that some new shit that he just started?
My first time saying it, bro. Everybody got a podcast. I ain't surprised. The Kanye West shit, bro. It's so disappointing because, again, I love Kanye West, right? Through all the BS, I still be loving him. But when I seen him drop that, it's like, bro, you chasing clout that you don't need, yay. You just had a really good project, and what was the name of the project with Top Dollar Sign?
Vultures, right?
You just had a pretty dope project with Vultures. Like, you doing pretty good now. Like, I think it debuted at it came on top of the charts at number 1 independently. You ain't really had nobody supporting you. You don't need to chase this clout,
right?
And then you got and what I want to say is, niggas got to be careful of the shit they saying now, because a lot of you niggas is on record sucking dick, for excuse my language, like not literally, but
I know what you said. I know what you said.
I mean, like Kanye West, you're literally on Drink Champs saying that Drake wrote your raps. You don't have no stake in this, and I already think, to be honest, I mean, again, I already jumped out the window, so I don't care. I don't think none of these niggas got stake in it. You feel me? Because, like Drake said, man, this nigga trying to jump in, and he damn near 50. Every track you got on Billboard came from Drizzy. I'm just saying, that's Rick Ross. Kendrick Lamar, another one, giving Drake his flowers. Like, a lot of these niggas don't really have no stain, and the only nigga that really, really got some stain ain't really the best rapper out of them, and that's Future. But even still, it's an argument that he's helped Future career go through the roof. But, hey, last time I said this, niggas was going crazy because there's a lot of Kendrick Lamar fans. You niggas are insane out of your mind.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Go ahead, bro. My bad, man. I told you I was waiting all week.
I got a clip that supports the theory that Drake is getting paid off of everybody in the industry. Play that clip.
Let's see.
And the internet is speculating, does Drake own a piece of Gamma Music, a production company owned by Larry Jackson, a former Apple exec? And the real reason that all these rappers are coming at Drake is because he now owns a piece of all their music.
Larry, a few years ago, when he was trying to figure his move out, his plan was, I want to go find the Avengers and create a new content mega house that nobody can fuck with.
The theory continues that Drake is the Nick Fury of this musical Avengers, and that his $400 million deal includes equity, publishing rights, and that he's getting a piece of all these other musical acts. Makes a lot of sense why he's been pushing artists like Sexy Red and Four Bats and Meek Mill and Rick Ross, who are signed to Gamma. Brilliant business move by Drake to become a rapper executive hybrid. But it sounds like the industry now thinks that Drake is no longer clearing samples, sending out cease and desists, and no longer giving out features unless he gets a piece of the action. So you can understand why all these rappers are saying, you get a piece of my money and now you're also standing in the way of my career? Fuck you. It's a wild theory, but all the pieces fit. Now, I'm Team Drake. I think it's more likely that these rappers all ganging up on him is a bunch of petty bullshit, and they're just mad that Drake is a better businessman and higher atop the food chain than they are. But if Drake is being a sleazy businessman and he's screwing over other people's careers, particularly older acts that help put him on, then they are totally justified in their response.
This is real conversation right here. This is money that play.
So in that case, right, we can't ignore that. The last part, right? Let's think about it. If he on some backhanded stuff, that is corny. Again, I'm unbiased because we can't ignore the fact that Drake helped put a lot of these guys on the top of their game.
Right.
I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I always been saying it. However, we can't ignore the contribution that they had on Drake as well.
Right.
It went both ways. Yeah, the Drake feature put a lot of them on top of their games, but they did open the door though. Think about like this. Drake relationship to Atlanta, right? Relationship to Houston, to Texas, right? Just because he put them on top of their games, got the numbers going crazy, he was accepted because of the cosign from them as well, if that makes sense. So it's like, so if you turning your back and now you sending out cease and desist, now you trying to just get a check, that's corny, bro, because we help put you on to, we help put you in a position for you to be Drake.
Right. And to sustain your career for over I'm just agreeing with you. Everybody that they allowed Drake to jump on a record, as much as he's helping them, they're helping him. Yeah. There's a symbiotic back and forth that's happening between both sides. Yeah. And like, this is the other component. I think what this gentleman is saying has relevance. At the end, I don't think Drake can stop anybody's money. Like, if you got publishing coming in, you got publishing. If you got your show money coming in, you got your show money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, all right, so Drake don't want to do a record with you or don't want to clear nothing. That's not stopping you from eating. You just need to learn how to not have Drake involved in whatever you got going on, man. Like, but I think Drake gave away a lot of stuff at the beginning of his career. I heard he signed bad deals. There was a lot of stuff going on in the beginning. He took a lot of L's, helped a lot of people, and didn't probably get money up front. Now he's in a space where it's like, bro, nah, I'm not about to keep being that, give you a free verse and give you all this no more. No, nigga, I want to get paid. And is it really sleazy to fight you and claw your way to the top and then now tell niggas, yo, not only do I want to get what I'm worth, I want to get what you owe me from the back.
It's not sleazy, but even I kind of mentioned it before we even started. That's the price you pay when you don't set your boundaries, right? And that's just real life. I don't want to get too deep into it, right? But what happened is, if we're so used to, then this is the world. You can say yes a million times, but the moment you say no, you're the worst person in the world. That's just what we see that every day with relatives, with family, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not making it okay, but I can see, again, if he's right, I don't know that theory, but let's just hypothetically, if he's right, I can see him all of a sudden change what we would look at as changing up, right? Now I need a bag. No, I need this percentage. No, it can't be like this. It got to be like that. When you're not used to that, we all are. We unfamiliarity is always frustrating. You get what I'm saying? Like when you're not used to something and you haven't seen it, it's like it catches you off guard and you don't like it. So I can understand that. Does it make it okay? No. And then everybody else is just the domino effect. So yeah, it might be an issue with Future. It might have been an issue with French Montana, but the moment Rick Ross see, okay, Future and Metro Boomin, this is a perfect time for me to hop in. Then Kanye West see, oh, it's a perfect time to hop in and jump on the train. That's what makes it corny. If it was just a Future thing, it's like cool. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, or just the Kendrick Lamar thing.
The more people jump in, the less relevant everybody's claim is.
Yes.
The more like that's the point you making. It's like, yo, if Future just need to get his shit off and it was just them going back and forth, be done. But everybody coattail riding and don't really have a justifiable excuse. Yo, you didn't clear the record for French Montana, so you need to go on a this record run. Like, and then now you got to saturate social media. Same thing with Kanye. We've been known y'all ain't fucking with each other. Now you got to do the official diss record. Like, I feel like once again, it's dogpiling. Y'all look like dickheads for doing it, and like it's just super crazy, man. You know what I mean?
Also, it's like, bro, everybody else, again, I don't know the Future situation. I'm sorry, bro. Everybody else is just corny because you guys are on wax saying how much you fuck with Drake, bro. Rick Ross, you were also on Drink Champs talking about how great it is to make a song with Drake. Cool. This is supposed to be your friend. Clearly, that's what we thought, right? If I sent out, if your friend sent out a cease and desist, you unfollow me? No, nigga, you clout chasing because you know the blog's gonna pick it up. You could have called me like, yo, what's this about? That's what real, like, that's what, like, bro. All these rap beats, bro, we gotta take it with a grain of salt because everybody fighting to be a real nigga doing some whole shit. It just is what it is. Like, how you a real nigga but you still doing some girl shit, bro? Make it make sense to me. So if we standing on man time, right? Because I brought up man time with J. Cole, so let me bring up man time with Rick Ross, right? If we standing on man time, if that's your man, as a man, I'm calling you, I'm picking up the phone, like, bro, like, what's going on with you in French? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to just diss a nigga like. Now I don't know, but Drake probably finding out why he unfollowed him with the world. That's the worst thing in the world. That's corny. Like, what are we doing? We standing on man time or not? But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But you know, at the end of the day, it's a great. I think we're in a great place in this battle. I think Drake is once again proving that he can handle whatever y'all throw at him. It's gonna and it rolls off his back. It's no issues. I think he's great. And I'm with the rest of the world. Until Kendrick drops a response, I'm done with this whole beef. So Ross, you can stop showing me more real estate. Stop showing me your cars. Stop telling Drake, you know, you can stop going back and forth with him on public platforms because I stopped giving a shit a while ago.
Let me ask you this though.
Go ahead.
Do you think Kendrick Lamar dropped something that makes us second think or have a second thought about everything that Drake did up until now? Because I asked that question. Let me preface. I asked that question because I was just listening to W Freestyle. W Freestyle was a really good song, but Pusha T came so hard, it kind of made us push W Freestyle to the back. But if you listen to it again, like he came hard on W Freestyle, like that was a good song. And it was a good diss in my opinion. But Pusha T came so hard, it was like, what W Freestyle? It made us forget it. So I'm warning, I'm asking, do you think, even in chat, do y'all think that Kendrick Lamar has the ability to drop something so profound that it make us say, oh, I don't know?
That's what makes this complicated, because this is the power of Drake. I'm starting to come around, man. I'm like, can Kendrick do it? Can everything you just said is exactly where my concern is. You know, Drake has set such a high bar on what needs to happen to turn the tide. Can Kendrick turn the tide at this point? Can we get a truly fire response that can stream, that can go in the club, that can dominate spaces?
But and not that stream though, because that's why I said because Pusha T record, the Son of Adidon, didn't really stream. It wasn't like something that you stream. It ain't something that you listen to in your car. I don't think so. But it was something that was like, it was something just direct and rap.
Right. It changed our perception of that man. It really put him in a space where it was like, yo, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, can Kendrick change perception with Drake? I'm hoping so, for Kendrick's sake.
Wait, I think somebody said this is a great point. William, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but it said if Pusha took 3 weeks to respond, W Freestyle would still be alive. Okay. However, I get that. That's a fair statement. But Wasn't Drake on tour or something? No. I think Meek Mill was on Nicki Minaj's tour at the time, right?
Yeah,
And
yep.
Drake kept coming at Meek Mill for trying to respond, like even on back to back, right?
Right.
So my only reason to saying that is, Drake, you took 2 weeks to respond because you was on tour. We get it, but you can't be the same. Like you was the same one who was saying, bro, I waited 4 days, nigga. Where y'all at? You took 2 weeks. So let's not be. I don't want to get our mind clouded because of recency. You know, like sometimes like recency is a cloud your judgment. So let's not forget that Drake took 2 weeks. I'm just being fair here.
What? Yeah. So, and at the end of the day, the response is important, not the time in which the response happened. You know what I mean? I don't care if Kendrick takes a month. I don't care if now Drake is going to try to make it seem like it's important that the response isn't within the album, and that if he responds in the album, then this is just a marketing ploy. It doesn't fucking matter if the response is impactful. Now, if the response is some bullshit, then I'm gonna be like, all right, nigga, I'm done. I you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna jump in here to the chat. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Drake may not be able to handle Pusha, but Pusha has not jumped into the ring yet. And I feel like Pusha's gonna wait until a more appropriate time. I feel like this is just a clown fest at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to get too far down in that. Drake also sending tickets to Ross's ex. All right, par for the course. It's not that serious. Shorty been out on every platform trying to get some attention because she wants to tell all of that nigga business, and we just don't give a fuck. Like Ross's ex has been, baby mother, she been wilding in the streets. So
let me ask you this then. Okay. It's chaotic right now. If Kendrick Lamar waits, let's say, until he dropped his project.
Right.
Are we upset at Drake if he don't respond then?
What you mean, like in 48 hours or like a week or something like that?
No, like, let's say, I don't know when Kendrick Lamar is planning on dropping his project, but let's say he's planning on dropping it next month. And let's say he waits to put the disc on his project. Let's say it is some marketing thing.
Right.
It's a month later. Do we care if Drake then responds to that Kendrick Lamar diss?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
No, because you cool with what? If he responds or we don't respond?
I'm cool. No, I'm cool if Drake takes time to respond. Drake has already set the standard at this point. We know he's going to respond. If he doesn't, all right, let me tell you like this. If Kendrick responds and then Drake doesn't respond after that, I don't know. It depends. To me, it depends on like if Kendrick drop a weak ass verse, which I don't see it happening. But if Kendrick drops a weak ass verse and Kendrick doesn't respond, I'm like, all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because once you won, you won. If a nigga try, it's like you pop the shit out. A nigga slap you, you pop the shit out of the nigga, and then he try to hit you back and misses, and you just like, oh, and then like, all right, now he crying. There's no point in to keep beating down on a nigga that know he beat. So you just kind of let it go. Now, if Kendrick come back with some real shit and it's impactful, and then he pulls that same shit he pulled with Pusha, dog, the whole world will explode. Nah, you don't be doing that shit no more. Like after that whole situation with him and Pusha, you cannot not respond to Kendrick because there's no violence involved in this. So like, you know what I mean? So like, this is really about skill and title. So you have to fight. You gotta, that's like, you get into the first, you would do a boxing match. You win the first fight. I mean, you lose the first fight, you win the second one, and then the nigga that won the first round want to get his rematch. You gotta get a nigga to rematch.
I only ask that because it seems like Drake is trying to get this out of the way. And I think even X said this. Drake is trying to get this out of the way because he came from off a big tour, right? Multiple at that. And now he's like, man, I'm gonna engage in this until we can. I want to settle this now. Kendrick Lamar might not want to settle this right now and at the time. He probably don't want to do it on Drake's time. He want to do it on his time. So I'm wondering, like, if Kendrick Lamar responds a whole month later and Drake is over it at that time, it's like the fan in me will want Drake to respond, but I will also understand because it's like, bro, when I was trying to get a response out of you, you ain't want to respond. Now you want to respond a month later. I'm mentally somewhere else now.
So my question comes down to, why is it so important to get this out of the way? Like, is he planning on putting another album out? You know what I mean? Is he about to do Drake casinos? I mean, so why is this so important?
This is something that, again, Drake always has his ear to the streets, and this is why his fans love him, in my perspective, right? Because he always does what the fans want. So having said that, Drake, you gotta understand, this has been a feud for maybe 13 years now, right? I think 10, at least 10 years, like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So now it's like it's here. It's here. Yeah. Let's get it out the way so the people can judge. You feel me? That's why I think it's kind of like anxiety. It's kind of like what Joe said is giving them blue balls. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you so horny, you want to get it out the way. You want to get this over with. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you wait, the more it hurt, the harder it gets. You get what I'm trying to say? Pause. No point intended, but I mean for real. Like it's like the more you wait. You get what I'm saying? So like I think it's like one of those.
Drake has blue balls, and you sit here trying to explain this. He got having blue balls.
I mean, listen, man. Like I think that's probably what it is. So it's like he's probably just anxious. Like, man, let's get it on. We here now. I've been waiting. We here now. Let's do it.
I'm still my expectations are we still have 2 or 3 more records to go back and forth between these two guys. I feel like now and then. What I'm waiting for are the teams to get involved. I think what made this last 7 days corny is that we didn't see the teams respond. We seen completely people that are completely outside, like, you know, Kanye and Kendrick ain't homies like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck you involved? Like all these random niggas that got their own little petty beefs with Drake, all out here trying to dish it. I haven't seen the team step in and be like, hey, this is my man's. Like nobody's necessarily coming to Kendrick's defense. People are just stating whatever their issue is.
No, nobody is coming to Kendrick's defense. They just coming to
kick up dust. They just throwing dirt on the party, like yo
about Drake. Like they're not doing this to defend Kendrick. They doing this to just jump on a bandwagon. Like, man, get off niggas nuts.
Right, exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's gang up and let's do what we supposed to do. So, like I said, Baby Keem need to come out and do his thing, and the other niggas need to come out and do that. You know, some OVO niggas that had some projects come out. Party Next Door need to come out. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it. You know what I mean?
I'm saying this, and I'm going to continue to say this. Lil Wayne, I need you stepping for your guy. Stepping for your guy.
Well, stop calling Godzilla out from the mountains, bro. Like, let that nigga kick it. Like, no, that's
so like you my dog. You my dog, and you really gonna sit back and just watch this.
That's mad unfair, nigga. That's overkill. That's that's disrespectful.
So you don't think? Listen to the names. I need you to hear this. ASAP Rocky. Rick Ross.
I forgot about ASAP.
Hold up. ASAP Rocky. Rick Ross. Kendrick Lamar. Kanye West. You don't think that's overkill? You don't.
Metro Boomin.
No, I mean, I ain't name Metro Boomin because he's not a rapper, and he's not on those guys' level.
Correct.
Rick Ross, ASAP Rocky, Kendrick Lamar, Future. You don't think that's overkill for one person?
All right.
And you saying Lil Wayne is overkill? Like
I got you. I you know what? You put it like that. Call in the Kraken. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what the fuck you want me to do? At this point, I'll concede your point. I didn't think about it like that. But yes. All right. From this point on,
I think
let's get Wayne.
Hold up.
You sure you don't want to do a lyric breakdown of Kanye West's response?
I mean, we can if you want to.
No, I am fucking playing. I do not want to hear that fucking record no more. I listened to that shit one time and I was like, this is horrible.
Yo, it's just crazy because all of these dudes that's coming at Drake are really legends. And Drake said this when he was talking about Common before. Then he on Stay Scheming, he said, it bothers me when the guys get to acting like the broads. I guess every team don't come complete like niggas like ours. Like, I'm just saying. So this is just all these dudes are respectively guys in rap. Future, Rick Ross, Kanye West, we all beefing over some corny shit. I mean, that's what it seemed like to me.
No, ain't no seem. This is all corny. There is no justifiable nothing. Nobody slept with nobody wife. Nobody killed nobody mans. Nobody took nobody money.
And let's go straight into it. Let's go straight into it. Speaking of that, bro, what's up with all these men beefing over, bro? I know we should know better. No, we should know better. When it comes to these,
you don't want to have this conversation, bro.
Why you say that?
Because half of your niggas be in the club every week, hoeing it up. No, even my niggas like.
No, I'm saying, yeah, we understand that. Like when it comes to these beefs, historically, it's always about money or girls. I get that, but facts. I don't like the putting it on wax thing, like this Chris Brown and Quavo thing, right? Like you saying that you saying that you smashed Sweetie while he was still with her. It's like, bro, like we like players don't be on that.
That's a little extra. That's
like,
a little.
We don't be on that. It's like, bro, like.
But
am I missing something, or maybe that's just you want to get disrespectful, so I'm gonna go there.
Well, but I also have to agree. Chris Brown said at the beginning of this record, "I'm off my rocker. I'm fucking crazy." So, like, when he said that, I fully agree with this nigga. Something is wrong with Chris Brown. Even him coming out the way he came out, talking about he banging blood and all this, I was like, this boy.
But now he's banging blood though. Chris Brown.
Yeah, true, but you in your mid-30s now. You got deals. You independent. I'm like, yo, can't we just wear the red? We don't got to talk about it no more. But in response to your first question, I definitely feel like this has everything to do with pride. When everybody pretty much got the same level of money, what's the only thing that you have to brag about now? You can't brag about a Lamborghini. He got a Lamborghini. Can't brag about a boat. He got a boat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's about who has access to what we all covet. And in that space, the only thing all these rich dudes really give a damn about is some vagina. Yeah. So now it's all about who locking down who. Ooh, I locked down her. She mine now. I locked down her. She mine. You know what I mean? Dudes ain't doing nothing but building harems of hoes. I hate to say it. And I'm not trying to disrespect these ladies, but a lot of them really be on that. Hey, if you fly me out, you put some money in my pocket, you can get what you want. So like, but going back to your point to kind of actually reinforce your point, what's the point of arguing about a chick that's always going to go to the highest bidder? If you know that she done been with this dude, like, yo, the list, and once again, not trying to disrespect Sweetie. Like, I think she's a beautiful girl. Hey, look like she can cook like crazy, but like, there's a list. There's a literal list.
Look like she can cook. She's beautiful. I don't think it like, but that's just my opinion.
She's been intimately been connected with Lil Baby, Chris Brown, Quavo, one of Diddy's sons, YG, Offset, Keith Powers, Idris Elba, Roddy Ricch, and Michael B. Jordan. She's been like, so once again, when I see stuff like this, and I'm like, damn, bro.
We can't do that though. We can't do that. We got some liberals out here. We can't do that. Woman, their choice, their body, their choice.
No. She can do whatever she wants with as many men or women as she wants to, or transsexuals, whatever her preference is. She can sleep with a tree. The point I'm making is how prideful can you be about saying that you?
Because at the end of the day, that was your woman at a point of time, and betrayal hurts. Like when you with somebody, you think you're with them because you think they're only with you, right? Right. And that can hurt your feelings. So I get that. I mean, hey, we see niggas turn hoes into housewives every day. This ain't nothing new.
And this goes back to my original point of the reason why you need to keep your relationships private is because you don't want your relationship. You don't want the love of your life to end up becoming a public piece for people to move around a chessboard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody know that you with her. So now look, number one, everybody trying to get at her now. Number two, everybody want to move her out to the front so they can say, well, I hit her once, or she was my little thing in high school. Now you know what I'm saying? I skeeted on her. And it's like, man, that stuff is rugged, bro. Like,
let me ask you this. First of all, did you like the record?
Yes.
Okay.
And at first I was mad because my mans was like, yo, he was putting mad sauce on this shit. Yo, Chris murdered Quavo. He's never coming back. And I was like, because I'm a Quavo fan. I'm a Migos fan. So I was yo, nah, come on, bro. So that I'm listening to the record. He played it back again. I'm like, fuck. All right. Yeah, Chris went off. The aggression, the flips, everything was crazy on this record.
I think that's the number one diss out right now. I think it goes Chris Brown diss. What's the name of the song? What's the name of Chris Brown song?
You bugging right now.
I think it's Chris Brown. I think it's Ross, and then it's Drake. When it comes to disses, I'm not talking about the song, like, because we can look at it two different ways. When it comes to disrespectful dissing somebody,
right.
Shit, he put the diss in disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? So Chris Brown, Rick Ross shit was really disrespectful. I feel like Drake shit was hard. Like, it was fire. I don't think it topped Chris Brown when it comes to disrespect, though.
The joint is called Weakest Link. And it's not on streaming, so we can play it. So I'm about to pull this joint up right now so we can play this joint. Yeah.
Kanye West one.
I don't want to hear that shit. Why you want to hear that bullshit, yo? Stop, yo.
I don't really. The people probably want to hear it, bro. Like,
oh my god. Okay.
So if you had to rank the disses, what would you rank them and why?
All right, cool. So, all right, which disses get to qualify for this conversation? Let's ask.
All the ones that are out right now.
Oh God, there's 1,000 of them out
right now. No, not like
mm-hmm.
all the disses in the world. I'm saying like
right. All right, so I would put. All right. First of all, I feel like the Drake one is still number one for me, and I'm gonna say why. It moves the needle on public perception. And it's a great back the fuck up off of me. I ain't playing with you niggas.
Okay.
Chris Brown will be number two because Chris Brown is responding out of just anger. There's no strategy in it. He's just trying to destroy this nigga. Period. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. And like, you can hear it in the first couple of bars, nigga. Yo, when I see you, it's on. Like, this is a real beef. This isn't strategy beef. This isn't, all right, I'm trying to be the best in the game. This is, nigga, you gave me that bullshit ass diss record called Chicken Nugget, and then I'm about to let you know, nigga, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, you really think it's a game? Like, and that's the reason why I love this so much, is because like Chris was like, yo, nigga, and then at the end you got Body by singing, nigga. I fell out of my chair, nigga. I was like, oh, nigga.
All right, so you got Drake, then Chris Brown.
Then I got Chris Brown. Then I'm gonna put Kendrick third. I'm gonna put Kendrick like third. That? Yeah, I'm gonna put like that third. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put Ross fourth. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to put, and I'll put whoever else behind that.
It's crazy we got that many diss records. Oh, like hip hop is crazy. Like,
yeah,
we gotta say shout out to Future and Metro Woman for making hip hop great again, because they started all this shit.
Oh, and I want to put the AI diss behind them niggas. Like,
I love
you know,
the AI diss, but I'm about to,
diss is fire.
Let's play it.
All right, here we go, Chris Breezy.
So we can get into some gangster shit.
Hey, Chris, I don't want no issues, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't want to do nothing, bro.
Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with C? Who want smoke with me? Okay, let's get down to the facts, pussy. I'm dripping red. Don't let this R&B shit fool you niggas, get ripped to shreds. Quavo talking like he a thug, nigga, you a bitch with dread. Can't wait to see the day that you back up all of that shit you said. What's all that ball shit you talking? You ain't no huncho, nigga. You the weakest link out of your clique, let's keep it a hundo, nigga. You fuck my ex-hoe, that's cool, I don't give no fuck, little nigga. Cause I fucked your ex when you was still with a bitch, I'm up, little nigga. They say revenge is sweet. Now think about that shit, don't let that line go over your head. I might just sing about that shit. I had a feeling about that dick, there's something sweet about that shit. I got some tea about that bitch, but I ain't gonna speak about that shit. I ain't playing chess with a checker player. I'm a ticking bomb on a detonator. I shit on niggas, I'm a defecator. I put Amigo on a ventilator. Stop talking about beating girls. You was beating bitches on the elevator. We seen the taste, that's devastating. You doing bad. You a bitch and your music trash. Fashion week, they set me next to your lame ass. I was truly mad. All I kept thinking about was breaking your face, but I gave you a pass. You lucky I ain't wanna fuck the money up. Boy, I would've broke you in half. Quit trying to be tough, you ain't like that. Why you keep showing off? Quit talk about drugs, you the only pack that I've been smoking on. I just hit my plug, told him come back, I'ma need more. more than one. Your last album was a weed trade, just some bullshit that we roll up on. You know what's on, put you to bed. Night, that's to the fed. Show me that I'm tender, bitch. Time to prove what you just said. R.I.P. take off, he the only real one that got true respect. Crazy how when he died, everybody really wished it was you instead. You tripping, Chris, don't say that, don't lose your head. You done turned a big bad wolf on these fuck niggas, never knew revenge. This what happens when a fuck nigga push a real nigga out to the edge. This what happens when a dumb nigga gets fame and it get to his head. You gon' kiss this ring, nigga. Big fuck you from my middle finger. I tattoo my trigger finger. Bring real beat to your dinner table. My mental state ain't never stable. I know this shit gon' sting, nigga. I ran your ass through the ringer, nigga. You just got body by a singing, nigga. Bitch. Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke? Smoke shit. Who want?
Nah, bro, Chris, bro, go crazy.
That shit is disrespectful as hell, bro.
Oh,
yo,
man.
Andre Robinson said, I think CB is number 1. Ye came out with the Like That remix at number 2. Drake is number 3.
Play Kanye West. Go ahead, man. Play Kanye West. You got it? Play it.
Y'all is so on some Kanye bullcrap. All right, I got you. I got you.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I ain't gonna take number a second.
I got it. I got it up. Let's see.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me see, man. That's what it is. But I did do this.
This nigga didn't even. That's crazy.
Let's see, man.
We had to get the hooligans, the pussy nigga out. Yo, Dot, I got you.
I ain't gonna lie, this beat hard as hell though. This beat is fire though.
Yeah. If you like. Can't stop, won't stop. I just fucked your bitch in a Sean John tank top. Treat a bad bitch like she average. I treat a bad bitch like a fat bitch, and they never let me get money again. On my Cat Williams when they get funny again. Yeah, you see they tried to count me out. I like that. We just hit a number 1. We right back. 500 down on the bottom, 500 up at the top. Titanium grills, call that smile on the rock. I done had everything that you're able to get. I invented drill too. I ain't gonna lie, it was chops. Hey, another one, volume 1. Then it's 2 and 3. Vultures on repeat. Still feel like Pablo, drug dealer sheep. Pluto sent the drones, it hit like Metro Beats. It's a rap for niggas. Where's Lucien? Serve your master, nigga. You caught a little bag for your masters, didn't you? Lifetime deal, I feel bad for niggas. Y'all so out of sight, out of mind. I can't even think of a Drake line.
That's a lie, but
play J. Cole, get the pussy dry. Play this shit back 130 times.
Dope dealer selling dope.
yo, come on, bro. That's not hard.
No, it's cool. I feel like it's
The
cool.
beat alone is fire. I think it's corny. I don't like him doing it, but I like it. If that makes sense. Like I like it. I hate that he did it, but
Number 3. Number 4.
number 3.
Number 4. Number 3 and 4. It's in there.
Ooh.
I like and Andre, I like the energy too. Trap Network, Trap Set Network. Yo, yeah, definitely that. I mean, like, I respect
J. Cole make the pussy dry. I don't think it's funny because
y'all gonna make me be dissing. I'm not dissing J. Cole, but I'm not playing no J. Cole when I'm trying to get laid unless it's an earthy girl that's really into him. Like, come on, bro. That's not the playlist.
bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you though. I don't think he wrote the shit.
I don't think he wrote it either.
I don't even think he wrote it. I think somebody else wrote it for him.
I don't think it was that complicated that he didn't write it. I mean, he could have wrote this. This wasn't no like deep ass shit.
But when the last time have we seen Kanye West rap like this? I feel like when on Vultures, what did I say when I listened to Vultures? I said, yo, honestly, I liked everything about Vultures except for Kanye West rapping. This just sounds different. It doesn't sound like the Kanye West that we've been listening to for the last few years. To me.
This is Kanye focusing on being a rapper. This isn't Kanye trying to be a creative. Like when I think album mode for Kanye, I'm thinking of an artist trying to paint a picture. Okay. He's got a vision and he's executing a vision. So like whatever he's got to sing, like if his whole concept is, oh, I want to sing on this or I want to do this, that's what the album is about. It's got to focus. Like this is this nigga getting on my nerves. Oh, they doing this? Or let me jump on here and show my ass real quick. That's Kanye doing Kanye. The thing is that people haven't seen Kanye do this in a while because he really ain't been connected to rap like that. Like when he was with Rockefeller and them niggas in the street and it's all about rap records, then he's giving you, that's what he's trying to do. I'm trying to give y'all the best rap records because I'm surrounded by the best rappers. But now that Kanye has kind of risen above just rap music and he's a worldly guy, he's going to give you more of like a global sound, a global perspective, but also giving you some of the hip hop roots that he came out of. But Kanye's bigger than rap. I think people just don't understand that. Same thing with Drake to a certain point. That's what the point of that whole dubstep. I ain't gonna call it a dubstep album, but that whole house music album that Drake did. That's him trying to rise above just being a rapper.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I know I didn't. I know I said maybe not talk about this, but I'm sorry. I was in my feelings before the stream start. Can we talk about last night for a second?
Okay. Let's talk about last night. I don't know what happened last night, but what happened?
Devin Haney. I got secondhand embarrassment from yesterday. First of all, I want to show y'all something. This made me hot. Let me show y'all something. Hold up. This pissed me off, bro. I literally put in the chat. I don't know if y'all can see this.
The fuck? I ain't lie. 1,000 of 200 might be worth a bet. What?
I said, I ain't gonna lie. $1,000 off of 200 might be worth a bet. Niggas got rich last night. I know niggas got rich last night, bro. The odds for Ryan Garcia going the distance was insane. I literally put in the chat because I said Devin Haney was going to win, right? I said that. I got to backtrack. I got to apologize. I was wrong. I thought Devin Haney was going to win, but I was looking at the odds and I'm like, man, you can put up a couple dollars and really win. Like, imagine if you would have put up $1,000. Like, you probably won like 5,000+. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yo, last night really gave me secondhand embarrassment because I was one of the ones like rooting for Devin Haney. I was one of the ones saying Devin Haney is underrated. Granted, I think he's trying to bite off more than he could chew when he's talking about trying to fight Tank. You don't want them problems, especially after last night. But I was like, yo, I think that would be a good fight. I think Devin Haney has proven himself. He done fought some people, right? However, last night, bro, to let somebody who didn't take the fight serious at all, like Ryan Garcia ain't even take he drank a beer at the scale. That's next level disrespect. I just want to play some highlights real quick, man. Hold up, man.
Please, I'm with you.
This is crazy. This is insane. Hold up.
I saw them in the interview and him tapping his leg and dancing around and shit. And Haney talking about, I don't think he's really serious.
Look at this. This is crazy, man.
Get out of the first round. Out back.
Yo, look, it's like he can't get up. It's like he trying, but he can't. Hold up. Damn.
He got them noodle legs, player.
Look, bro, it's like that's a dead body.
Yeah. Yeah. It's some fresh ass clothes.
Yo, this is crazy. Bro, the referee, bro. I don't know if you watched. Did you watch the fight?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I heard about it.
Yo, so it would have been 10 times worse for Devin Haney if the referee wasn't on the side. Like the referee was kept like breaking it up, like trying to protect him from going down. It seemed like, yo, this shit. Since you ain't watching, I'm gonna play the highlights for you. Hold up.
What?
My bad. I thought.
I'm with it.
I'm play from the beginning. Hold up. Let's go back. This is crazy.
All right, boxers, we went over instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my command. It's
the first round.
Garcia knocks Haney early. Garcia said he was going to knock him out in the first round.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, this is crazy. Wow.
Kid Garcia stunned the boxing world. Devin the Dream Haney is going through a nightmare now. As frequently as it needs to happen. Oh, he's going to
Yo.
down for a second time. It's Devin Haney.
Oh my.
God damn. Ooh.
What a show. What an event.
You know, this was built as the rubber match between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, fight number 7. After this, I want to see 8 and 9.
He's taunting this man. Bro, this is crazy. Yo.
So, all right, this is my question. Being that I'm not as into boxing as you are, why is King Garcia not somebody that? Why was this so grossly
mismatch?
Yeah, well, mismatched, and then Mitch, like you said, if everybody was voting on Haney and nobody was thinking of Garcia, how the hell did this happen?
Because Garcia. So the thing about this fight, in my perspective, again, I'm not the biggest boxing analyst. I'm not a boxing analyst at all. It's just fan perspectives, right? Mm-hmm. Ryan Garcia, to me, it looks like he won this fight off of pure just like a street mentality, like basic instincts. Like just if it was a fight, he won it off of basic instincts. You get what I'm saying? That's how it felt. Like he just went in there and dominated on some, like, I'm bigger than you, I hit harder than you, I'm just better than you, right? Whereas though Devin Haney is super like mechanical with his shit. Like he got good technique. So usually when we look at things like that, technique wins. Like when you are super like professional, or he's super disciplined, right? Like he worked, like he's super professional with his boxing shit. He's mechanical. You know what I'm saying? He's sharp.
And like he kept trying to find his openings, and the dude just wasn't giving him that.
We'll get there.
He's been super aggressive. Go ahead.
Hold up, maybe. But so to answer your question, I think because Devin is super mechanical, he's super like strategic, like he's really like sharp with his boxing game. Devin Haney has a lot of flaws, and when Ryan Garcia has a lot of flaws. In fact, that Tank actually exposed his flaws before the fight. He always said, bro, all you got is that hook. Because like Tank is a really good boxer, and I think Tank needs to get more respect for his boxing IQ. And because a lot of people always call Tank just this knockout boxer, and that's clearly not true from his previous fight. He's a good boxer. So having said that, Tank was like, yo, you only got that hook. And it was so bad that in the fight, he got knocked out off of Tank countering one of his hooks, right? So Ryan Garcia isn't as like mechanical. It's so bad that if Ryan was to get disciplined, like if Ryan had Devin Haney discipline, he probably would be a problem. But you see up into this fight how he was carrying himself. He came overweight, like he ain't take it serious. Imagine if he took it serious, right? Yeah. Even him fighting, he kind of looked all over the place. My perspective where Devin Haney lost was he tried to get out of his body. Even in the press conference, he was like, meet me in the middle of the ring. Devin, we all know that that's not your fight. You know that you don't want that fight. It looked like he really succumbed to the pressure of trying to knock Ryan Garcia out. And Ryan Garcia came in as swinging. So Devin might have thought he had a chance. This is just from my perspective.
Right.
In the moment he did that, you fucked yourself over. Like Ryan, I think Andre said this. You absolutely right. Ryan mentally beat the shit out of Devin Haney because Devin Haney wanted to get that knockout so bad, and that's not your fight, bro. That's not your fight to fight. This was embarrassing. It was bad for Devin Haney because he already don't sell fights. Niggas like people already think he's giving off this fake persona, right? He's not like authentic. He's not genuine with how he acts, how he reacts to try to for the buildup of the fights. A lot of things he do is just so he can get a fight, right? That's how it looks. It's like, you're not no street dude. Like you don't like, bro. You keep pushing niggas. Like when he pushed Lomachenko, to me that was like the most corny thing to do because Lomachenko is not one of them dudes that's like trying to get in your face. Like he respectable dude. Like he like let's fight. He pushed him. The nigga ain't do nothing to you. Like bro, you like I used to like Devin. Like I used to. I used to like Devin Haney as a boxer and as a person. More recently, I was liking him more as a boxer, right? Because I feel like he lost some credibility when he pushed Lomachenko for nothing. It was corny. So me personally, I'm like, man, Devin Haney is going to beat this guy. Like because he's just a better boxer, technique.
Right.
But seeing him get outside of his body like this, it wasn't Devin Haney-ish, but I know a lot of people would say it is because people already don't like him anyway because they think he's just all talk, no bite. You know what I'm saying? Like he barely got the one on Lomachenko. He beat Gambosa twice, but that's not like Gambosa, like he's not really the best boxer. Like people, you know what I'm saying? So people already challenged him. I thought he was really like that. So this loss for Devin Haney, I don't know if he could.
Can I?
You know what I'm saying? Because he's been trying to get big fights. And niggas don't want to fight him because bro, you're not bringing no money to the table. Why am I fighting? You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just this was bad. This is bad.
I feel like them throwing this fight the way they. I mean, all right, let me stop. I feel like there's a potential that this fight could have been purposely thrown because this has a dual purpose. This sets up a King Garcia versus Tank fight.
No, what? No, hell no.
That'll sell. Because this sold.
No,
and
bro, we don't want to see that.
It's going to sell.
I don't know. I don't want to see that. Wait, hold up. Tunnel vision. No, you said no, bro. Ryan Garcia haven't always been a great fighter. We seen him get knocked out. We seen niggas expose him a couple times, bro.
I didn't say he was. I didn't say he was.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking. I got Tunnel. Like, that's not necessarily true. And bro, he was swinging wild as I don't know, maybe I'll watch it again, but I don't think he's the best technical fighter, bro. Tank embarrassed him because Tank showed he's a better fighter. Like Tank is, I feel like niggas don't give Tank the respect, the boxing IQ he deserves.
I agree with that.
But I don't want to see no rematch to Ryan. Chat, am I lying? I don't know. Y'all asking me because like I might be speaking too fast. I don't want to see a Tank Ryan rematch. I don't need to see that.
I'm just looking at the potential business of it. It's a great way to, Ryan and Tank. And then look, Haney gets to do the Road of Redemption story. It's just like WWF.
I don't think we care about redemption from Devin Haney.
I think if he changes his attitude, he retrains up, win a few smaller joints, come back, you'll love him again. That's all it takes. That's all it takes is learn how to act right. Or he playing the heel on purpose, pushing niggas doing dumb shit. That just sounds like some WWF shit. All he got to do is be like, yo, after I got my ass beat in the last fight, what I'm saying? I got to get right with the Lord. I get married, me get right with Allah, halom shalah, and all that. And then boom, 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 boom. Now we can start doing right. People start falling in love with him, build him up. And then bam, cause if he's got all the essentials that's necessary to be a legendary fighter, the only thing he just needs is some PR, needs a PR turn, and he needs some good publicity. And one of the best ways to build up publicity is get the shit beat out of your ass. Everybody be like, that's what you deserve. And then you fight your way back and become a redemption story. Everybody loves a redemption story. I feel like this has dual benefit. I got a long shot guy that I can put on the road to redemption where I can make a bunch of money doing smaller fights over the next 3 to 5 years. And then I also got the guy that just won that now it's going to sell tickets for a Tank fight because there's going to be some people that's going to be like, yo, Garcia could make it a good fight. He might win. He won with Haney, so all he got to do is get a little focus and stop drinking beer at the weigh-in, and we good. You know what I'm saying? And then, Tank going to talk shit. Garcia going to talk shit. I feel like it's a good conversation. Now, Tank going to want a gigantic, ginormous bag, but I feel like it'll sell. Because the conversation is, will it sell tickets? And Tank ain't going to turn down a high ticket selling event.
I'm just mad because I was rooting for you, Devin. Yo, I would have loved for Devin to beat Ryan Garcia. I would have loved for him to continue to rise to the top. So eventually, because I think shout out to my guy Ty, who's in the chat, and Ty made it clear. He made a great point because I'm like, bro, I think Devin should fight Tank. Like, I want to see Tank fight somebody that got the belts, and like I want to see him fight one of them big fights. And my man Ty was like, bro, you gotta understand, it be taking years for these big fights. I.e., and I think I was talking to Tunnel about this too. Bud and Spence. That took a minute for that to happen. And when it happened, it was a big fight. Man, I still don't think that shit sold out. So if Devin would have kept climbing the ladder and he would have fought Tank years later, it would have been probably one of the biggest fights of the generation. Speaking of generation, Tunnel. So me personally, I wanted to see that. Now this kind of like this shifts. I don't this division at this division. I think you said what?
I wouldn't want to see Haney boxing Tank. That shit would be such an easy win.
No, I'm saying if he won this and he continued,
if he won this and he continued, I still feel like Tank can take his ass out easy.
I mean,
like, bro, that's a different level of pressure. You feel me? And on top of that, how's it gonna sell tickets? I don't even think Tank would want to take that.
Because I'm not talking about right now. I'm saying years later. Like if Devin would have beat Ryan, he would have beat. Right. Let's say he would have got Pitbull out the way. Let's say he would have beat T.O. All this is done now. All this is done. So, I'm just saying.
So you saying if he had won this fight and then 2 more after that, then he'd be ready for Tank. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying he would have been ready. I'm saying I would have loved to see that fight, the buildup of that fight. I would love to see that moment in boxing. But again, all that shit is water under the bridge. That's done. It's done.
You saying that there's no redemption story for Haney?
No, it's a redemption story for everybody. But I'm telling you from the boxing fans, right? People are already questioning Haney's game. Like they not really. He don't really sell. He's not really a drawer. People don't really care. I'm saying I was like one of the few people that's like fighting for. I'm just telling you the arguments that I had. Right. So like I'm one of the few people fighting for him. Like nah, I like Devin. Niggas is like no, he's not good, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I would have liked him to come out on top and fight Tank later on down the line. But I mean,
all right. So let me ask you this question: What does Haney need to do? Who does he need to fight next to get you and win? I mean, you know what I'm saying? For you to get back on board.
I mean,
I'm talking about fully back on board. Not I'm watching this with doubt and you know what I mean? Like who does he really gotta?
It's hard to ask that question because I was rooting, like I was on his side when he beat Loma. A lot of the world didn't think he won that fight. So for me, I already was like, I'm already kind of on edge for you. I'm already jumping out the window for you, like you my homie or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, I don't know this nigga. I'm already jumping out the window for this nigga. So to see the fight with Loma happen, how it happened, and then you come back and you lose this, how you lose it. Yeah, it's like you could get redemption, but do I have faith in it? No, because I had faith in you when a lot of niggas didn't have faith in you. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you probably could. I don't. Yeah, he said a rematch when, yeah, okay, Ryan was 3 pounds over. It's boxing that could have a big impact. And granted, some people would say it's not fair because it seemed like Ryan Garcia didn't plan to make weight from the beginning. That's kind of like it's skeptical. So I can understand that. So Ryan asking for the rematch for him to be at the weight. You know what I'm saying? He was 3 pounds over. That could be an advantage. It could be a disadvantage because if he won, people could have said Ryan was slower because he was heavier. I don't know. Me personally, I think Ryan beat him in a convincing manner where I don't need to see a rematch because he dominated you not on top of his game. So imagine if he was on top, like he dominated you after drinking a beer at the weigh-in. He dominated you at like just, bro, like you let an alcoholic beat you up, to be honest. Like you let like
this nigga dirty for that.
Bro, you let
you let a fat alcoholic nigga beat your ass on television.
Yeah, I mean, and then you let him stick his tongue all out on your face, like shaking his legs and like teasing you, like, man, yeah, bro, you went out bad. It is what it is. That's how I look at it. But can Haney come back from his? Yeah, I mean, he could. Do I believe? Like, do I have faith in it?
You don't. And
now, if I would like to see now it's on Ryan. I wouldn't mind seeing a Ryan Garcia Tank rematch at a regular weight, a catch weight, whatever the case may be. If Ryan then goes beat other people, like if he beats a Teofimo Lopez, if he beats a Pitbull, if he goes and does the work that Tank did already, right? If he go watch these niggas, then I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch. But right now, man, the way Tank beat Ryan and the way Ryan just beat Devin, Tank, I don't want to hear Devin mention Tank name ever again. I don't, honestly, after this, I don't want to hear nobody mention Tank. Tank is on a level by himself, sitting on clouds, making his money. Let him make his money, because you niggas ain't. This ain't cutting it. Not
niggas,
this.
Niggas ain't really putting it down the way they supposed to.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what do you want to move to now?
My bad. I didn't mean to go into that, man. I was just because I was
that was a part of the rundown. So like, and it's funny because when I brought it up, it seemed like you was like didn't really have much to say about it. So I'm surprised you came in with it. That's what's up. I was gonna go a whole superficial route, but so thank you for getting deep.
Chat, we in the chat like who y'all think Devin should fight? I mean, or Ryan should fight next. I'm just curious. Before we go on, my bad.
No, go ahead. That's a dope question.
Yo, who y'all think Ryan should fight next? Me personally, I'm for the Devin Haney approach, like going for the belts. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly niggas got belts for a reason. I think Ryan should fight T.O. or even Pitbull. Or I wouldn't mind saying, because I seen Shakur Stevenson calling him out on Twitter. He was like, yo, he gave you your props now on your side of the deal and take the fight. I don't know if I care to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. Like, Shakur Stevenson is good, bro. But let's take the snooze fest stuff away. Let's take the fact that he's a boring fighter out of the way. I just don't think he put no numbers on the board yet. With all due respect, he's good. I just don't think Shakur fought anybody to get a big fight like just yet. Shakur fight Devin. Now Shakur fight Devin, you beat Devin, then maybe like I just don't think he put numbers on the board yet. That's just my argument. Again, I'm not saying that he's not good. I would like to see Ryan fight somebody with the belts. Like, I would like to see him fight T.O., maybe Pitbull. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to see that. But I guess I wouldn't mind a Shakur. But I just don't think, man, I don't think these niggas be deserving this, bro. Like, I don't think niggas be deserving this shit, man. But whatever. Like, it is what it is. A lot of niggas saying Boots don't deserve a Bud fight. And I don't agree with that. So that could be looked at as a similar situation, but I don't know. We can move on. My bad. Go ahead. Let's go.
No, you cool. That's cool. All right, we're gonna go into a little shine situation. Go to the one to the left.
To the left.
To the left. To the left.
Shine? Oh, shine.
Yeah.
All right, bad.
It opens wounds when you hear the victim saying that it was Diddy that shot her. That is what is the most remarkable. Oh, you didn't see that?
I saw it.
Okay. And that was triggered by a lawsuit from a producer that produced on the Love album, who is making accusations, and in those accusations he says that the gentleman confessed to the shooting. And that is what stands out to me the most, because I've done my best to put it behind me and to move forward, but it certainly reopens the wounds that I've been saying this all along. Everyone knew all along that I was the fall guy, but my political enemies and
he said political enemies. All right, and then the next one, whenever you're ready. Because it's not that long. I don't even know why they spliced this thing up into two.
Is she accurate, sir?
I'm not going to get into that, but it does open wounds, and certainly I am relieved that people are saying what the truth is, that I did not shoot those people. I maintain that I never shoot nobody, that there were other guns there. I always said that. That has not changed. And that is the testimony that came out. Fragments were never removed, so there was never any forensic testing to say who it was. But the victims are vindicating me. Witnesses are vindicating me. But I have moved on. I'm not trying to relive that. And so I am appreciative of whatever contributions Diddy has made to help the people of Belize.
All right, so this clip came out. Diddy has not been officially charged for anything yet. Let's get that established. There is a bunch of rumors going around that they are establishing a case for sex trafficking. And that's number one. Now, there should not be any relitigation of a case that already happened and there was a judgment for. Why am I bringing this up? Is because my question comes down to, why did Shine need to reply to this at all? This did not need to be replied to. Yo, the persons came out, they said what they said. All right, bro, move on. You already the president of Belize. You already won your trial. You already won your campaign. Nobody is questioning your validity at this point.
Can I ask you?
Go ahead.
But if you are, well, you say you already won the trial, or you already won the campaign.
He run the campaign. He's
but
the
let's
president.
Talk about innocence, though. Because if your character was challenged and you really did not do anything, the moment you see some space to clear your name, I can understand why somebody would want to take that.
Okay, I respect that. However, by you coming out and making a statement and you doing this little Millie Rock dance all around this thing to try to not implicate Diddy at the same time while you trying to clear your name, I think that was just really crazy.
I don't think that he's trying to not implicate nobody, but it's our where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody asks, like, yo, basically, did Diddy do it? Bro, I ain't answering that, bro. Like, that's just the culture we come from. We ain't about to talk about Tory Lanez, but I feel like that be the downfall of our environment, to be honest, because even if you're innocent, you should be able to say, well, okay, if you're innocent, who did it? Not saying I agree with this, or not saying that I don't agree with it, or not saying that it's okay. But where we come from, we can't really answer that question. It's like, I ain't do it. Who did it? I don't know. Ain't none of my business. Bet. So we see all the evidence points to you. So now you go to jail for a lifetime. This is why that's a different conversation. But this is why it's so important that we don't have our kids grow up in the streets. So we be there to teach our kids because of things like this. When you are living by street code, you gotta abide by street code. Granted, he's not living it by it no more, but he's lived it. So once you lived it, it's fair to say that you probably gotta live it for the rest of your life, right? Not saying I agree with it. Right. I'm just saying I understand him saying, bro, that ain't none of my business.
Word. Now, Raw Dope makes a statement saying he lost everything and got fucked over, and Diddy is still on some wild shit. Interesting statement. When Shine got out of jail, deported back to Belize, guess who went and took the first flight over to meet him? Diddy.
I mean, that's the least you can do, though.
But what Diddy does, put multiple millions of dollars in his pocket and gives him a brand new Maybach. Interesting. When he decides to run for president of Belize, guess who comes over to support the campaign and starts putting money into the campaign? Diddy puts money into the campaign. So for as much as we, once again, not saying that the man does not have a right to speak his mind and to make a statement, but to have somebody who has been a heavy supporter of you post you coming out of jail for whatever reason, whether it be ode or friendship, you know what I'm saying? For you to then say now that you've gotten in a position that you want, to be like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? I told you I ain't shoot that motherfucker, and you know what I'm saying? And I don't know who did, but and then at the end to go, well, what they said is true. What they said is that Diddy shot him and you didn't. So you just implicated somebody that funded your campaign.
Wait, did he say that? He said what they said is true? I thought he said, because
that was the statement. That was the last clip. He said what they said, and what they said is true. He said that out of his own mouth. That's crazy.
I think he was talking about the people that said Sean didn't shoot him.
Right.
That's what I thought. Like Sean didn't shoot me. That's what the lady said. I mean, that's what the guy said. Like Sean. So I think it was just him trying to weasel, like connect the two. Like, no, I don't want to snitch on Diddy, but yes, I want to let y'all know that y'all shouldn't judge my character. I didn't do this. This is not who y'all think I am. I can see how the two can, he's trying to correlate the two. You get what I'm saying? Right. And as far as that, I didn't even know that Diddy did all of that. Yeah. But again, that shows more, not saying it's a mission of guilt, but I mean, he did all of that.
Let's have a little retrospective on Diddy real quick. And if you want to make this a clip, I'm with you, my brother. I've been a Diddy fan since Diddy started doing backup dancing from Mary J. Blige and other people back in the day. When Diddy came into power, Diddy has has had a reputation behind the scenes and publicly for being a over the top character, to be very loving, but also to be very aggressive. There have been times when one of his children was in college and the football coach, he hits the guy with a dumbbell. They clear that up. Multiple fights. He got into a physical altercation with Drake. He got into a physical altercation with J. Cole. He got into a physical altercation with Jay at one point in time, Jay-Z. He's got into physical, like there's a list of people that he's gotten into physical altercations with. There have been multiple scenarios where he has gone into people's offices and trashed the office, having spaz out moments, being overly aggressive in a lot of situations. And of course, now we have this plethora of women coming out talking about different, physical abuses of different types. So I tell people all of the time, you got to take the good with the bad when you're dealing with high-powered people. Not high-powered people because they pussy and they just come out and they just aggressive. No, it takes a lot of aggression. It takes a lot of tenacity and drive to become successful. That's a part of the game. Now, what I heard somebody online said, the problem with Diddy is the fact that there was nobody there to check him as he grew. So as he got into positions of power, there was nobody to keep him grounded. Now, there were mentors around him that did what they could do, but there's only a certain amount you could do, to a guy, especially if he's physically aggressive. So unless he got like an OG that's like on his level aggressive and then going like, all right, you want to get the fight and he gonna pop you upside the head and you gonna calm the fuck down. He's gonna be a wild nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now there's a statement being made in the group chat. Raw Dope said he took the hit for a boss like a real one supposed to. He's talking about Shine. The boss just a sucker, meaning Diddy. I feel like Shine lost more. Diddy lost nothing. I agree with that. Shine lost 20 years of his life in prison. And Diddy lost nothing. A huge blemish on his record, but no, technically nothing. But let me ask you this question. If we were to switch the situation, Shine stays out, and then Diddy goes to jail, there's a huge difference in the world. The music industry is completely different if Diddy's not in the space that he's in. There are a lot of things that we are enjoying as luxuries now would not probably pretty much be in a space because Diddy has contributed a lot of money. Like, you got to remember, De Leon, Ciroc sponsor how many parties, nigga? Jay, come on, bro. Ciroc was dumping money into the club scene. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars for a decade. So what people don't ever think about is like the effect of a person over a time period. To remove Diddy from a situation just because he's a dickhead and he's a dumbass and he's a fuck up does not mean that it's better. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold up.
Yeah. Come on. I'm ready for it today, brother. Let's do it. Let's have this complicated conversation.
That's such a... I don't know. I'm trying to look for a better way to say this, but the first thing that comes to mind is like, that's such an ignorant statement to make, to say, to take him away because he's a dickhead. We ain't talking about just being mean, not speaking to people, not taking pictures when they want pictures, not signing autographs. We're talking about shooting somebody. We're not saying you said to take him away because he's a dickhead. We're talking about. We're talking about allegedly sex trafficking. We're not talking about miscommunication on contracts.
Let's talk nuance. So he was in a club. There was a club shooting. He's kind of protecting himself. A stray hit somebody. They didn't die. Shit has happened 1,000 times. Nigga put a gun in his pocket.
You saying it was self-defense.
Hey, that was the argument. So, like, you know what I mean? So you've got that component. It's not like his intent was to go to the club and be like, yo, nigga, you owe me money. Pow, pow. It's, yo, some shit is happening. Nigga, I understand that. Myself, boom. All right. So that's nuance. Second thing, sex trafficking. I've said this in the last pod. Yo, anytime that there is an exchange, a monetary exchange for sex, meaning that you give money, you giving cars, you giving, purses, that's prostitution. And then to take this transaction, and now I'm taking the girl to Tahiti, this girl that I'm spending money on to fuck. And now I'm taking her to other places and we doing threesomes and all this other shit. That's sex trafficking. So now what are we doing? So we gonna throw this nigga away for some shit?
I'm not really trying to, because I don't want to put that on his name because that's not like proven. So
that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm talking about allegations. These are what the allegations are. Now, the abuse stuff, totally inappropriate, totally bad. I'm not condoning none of this. You know what I mean? When it comes down to this, anytime we talk about you physically beating on women, that's where I have a serious issue with that. The sex trafficking shit, I really be on some like, come on, bro. Is this what we really doing? When you talk about that little situation in the club, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Or even down to him catching a fair one with niggas in some real life shit. Unless it's a dude that wasn't trying to come at you with that energy and you just flipped out and went, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the coach situation, I don't know. It was a white coach. They were saying he was being a little racist. Yo, if it's my son, I'm going upside a nigga head. That's just how it is. And like Roger said, that's the fact. That's why Sean took the hit. And by Diddy staying in the position that he stayed in, when Sean comes out of jail, Diddy can do something for him. Hey, I can put some money in your pocket. Hey, man, I can put your lifestyle back to where at least it was when you left. I feel like as much as we want to try to, I feel like, I know that we want to cancel Diddy, bro. I know niggas is mad because some shit happened online. You see some shit happening. You see all these news reports coming out. But if Diddy is that much of an asshole, then why the fuck would he give a shit about Sean getting out of jail?
Wow. Yeah, no, I mean, I think, but that's, I don't think that says asshole. Again, this is just all
speculation. This is all speculation.
I don't think that makes somebody an asshole or not. I think that if anything, it shows guilty. It shows that you got a conscience. It shows that, bro, I really did this. My man got locked up for however long, because I don't remember this, right? But my man got locked up for however long, and not even just guilty conscience. It could just be being like, bro, like, I appreciate you. Thank you for holding it down. Right? It could just simply be that. I don't think him doing that says, oh, he's not a effed up person or is an effed up person. I just think, like, I mean,
I'm saying that I know dudes that did grimy stuff to people and people took the fall for it. And then when they got out of jail, they ain't do nothing for that man. You know what I'm saying? It's not like there's a law stating that Diddy had to go and do that for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He could move on with his life and ignore the dude and never talk to him ever again. And like for Diddy to do that, and as much as Diddy has done in our community, for our community, they didn't have to do, bro. Like the only thing I'm saying is we need to find a better way to prosecute our own.
Now, you're right. I don't like the argument. I don't like the argument because I feel like sometimes I'll be put in these positions where somebody will do something wrong to you, but just because they show the world that they this good person, that invalidates your experience with them. And I don't think that's right, because a lot of people, they be like, what is it? They throw stones and hide their hand or some shit like that. I forgot the exact like. So what happened is like a nigga will treat you like some shit, but because he's this good person in public, my say so doesn't matter. And like I think that's a slippery slope, because sometimes we see women abuse this. That's just being real. But I'm saying that's why I say I kind of understand how people can feel a way about it. That's why I said I just rather wait to see what's true and what's not true, because I've been in those situations where I'm telling niggas like, man, this is a grimy person, but to the world they're like, oh man, how you got a problem with such and such?
Right?
Like what?
Right.
So that's why I'm saying, like, and what is it like? What we say? Okay, because he did so many good things for the community and the culture, and he brought so many stars along the line, that means that we should dismiss his foul behavior. I mean,
I don't necessarily. Yo, this is a great conversation, and I am going to play the bad guy today. I'm going to play the bad guy, so y'all can crucify me in the comments, clip this up, and make me look like the devil if you want to. We have to deal with the reality that the world that we living in. If I have a character, a person, I'm gonna take this off of Diddy. If I have man X that acquires millions of dollars and employs hundreds of thousands of people, but he decides he wants to kill rhinos. Yo, I'm gonna stop him from killing rhinos. I'm gonna slap your hand and, you know what I mean, be mad at you because the rhinos is extinct now. But nigga, I'm not about to throw you away as a person because, yo, you help literally hundreds of thousands of people that help hundreds of, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, nobody's perfect. And once again, when you talk about individual, when I've said this a million times, if you dig in anybody's closet, you're going to find skeletons, number one. When you talk about people that live a high velocity lifestyle, meaning that they're very aggressive, they're going to do whatever they got to do to get to the top. Guess who's going to have more skeletons? The nigga that keep the day job at the McDonald's or the nigga that's out here fighting and crawling to find his success and to make the lives of himself and others better. That motherfucker is going to make he's going to have big issues. And there are going to be times where he might be put in compromising situations. So like, yo, so at that point, like that means everybody has something in their closet that has something for them to be thrown away over. Yo, everybody, I don't care if you a Barack Obama. Yo, Martin Luther King was cheating on his wife. Oh, fuck Martin Luther King. It's like, what the fuck, nigga? We all got shit that we do fucked up. And we can't just throw everybody away just because they're not fucking perfect. No, you can't throw everybody away. And let me be really honest with you. It's my opinion personally. I'm not about to be like, fuck Diddy forever because he made some mistakes in his 20s and his early 30s. You give a nigga $40 million, you make him one of the most powerful people in the music industry. And yes, women are going to come around him. He's going to get annoyed at certain times and shit is going to happen, bro. You coked up, hired up. You going to get into physical altercations. Shit's going to happen, bro. Does that mean now that nigga needs to be thrown underneath of the jail? No, my nigga. People that make progress. This is the real world we talking about. I'm not talking about fantasy Christian land. I'm talking about the real world. Do I want somebody less effective to come in and take his place? No. Do I want some person that's not about our culture to come and take Diddy's place? No. Who do we have that's going to take Diddy's place? And as much as every nigga in this chat room want to be mad at me right now, tell me somebody from your generation right now that has been as impactful as Diddy has been.
No, I'm with you. I already had this conversation. Like, I'm with you. All I'm saying, I think this is a sticky conversation to have because once you open that door, how do we close it? For example, bro, R. Kelly had his hands on 1,000 artists, no point intended. I mean, he wrote for many greats. He's made many greats. So because we love him as an artist means we put aside his nasty behavior. So like, I get what you're saying. I understand it fully. Okay. But where do we draw the line? Because if you
this is where I feel like this is how we draw the line. You cut the nigga balls off. Literally, you cut his dick and his balls off, and then you lock him somewhere, and all he do is make music. Everybody wins. Look at you. Look, you're not even mad at it. You look at you thinking about it. You're thinking about it.
It's not that, bro. I'm just thinking it's easy. That's why I try not to have these hypothetical conversations because that is easier said than done when you're not the person that's been done wrong, bro. Like, that's why I say I've been done wrong. Like, when you're not the person that's been done wrong, so we're saying that what happened to you doesn't matter because
that's not true. This nigga ain't got no dick and balls no more. And he gonna get gang raped once a week, like just for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's catching it bad for the rest of his life just for you to say, and we're gonna make him say sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he'll come make a song just for you. #1 on the charts. Yo, here's your apology. Here's your vengeance. Here's the justice. And then the rest of the world still gets the benefit of the gifts.
I mean, I guess I don't think the world would like that, but I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Like, because I'm one that I'm gonna be real. I can separate the person from the art.
Yeah,
like because the things I like don't have nothing to do with how I look at you.
Right.
Blank period.
Right.
So I get it, but I just think that's a tricky conversation because we got to look at the people who the victims of these issues. And I don't want to just misuse the platform or misuse my voice when I'm like, yeah, man, let's let them do whatever they want. It's like,
Not going to say let them do whatever they want. I just feel like we're extreme. My position is I don't want to be an extremist, but I do want to be a realist of, okay, let's do the investigation. If Diddy did what he did, he needs to suffer the consequences of his actions. But us as a community, we should not then go, I hate you forever. And now you can never show your face in public ever again. And let's demolish Bad Boy Records. Let's demolish everything he's ever built. And now we got to be embarrassed about everything he's done for the last 30 years. What? No, my nigga. No, because what we do is like we find somebody did wrong, and now we say this wrong thing now contaminates everything this person ever has done. And I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's not fair. I don't think that's fair, but I mean that's just life. But what happened is those moments pass. Those moments pass. Think about it, like when Lil Mama, since my last interview, she went on stage, Twitter killed her. Right? But after 5-6 years, we wasn't thinking about it no more until we had the conversation, of course. So this is just, we're in the moment. So this is what's going to come from it. Which all of your secrets are being exposed. All of your skeletons that's in your closet is being exposed. That's for anybody. Like you said, everybody got skeletons. When it's being exposed, you got to deal with what happens in that moment. And and hopefully you can get some therapy. You can get some help where you can be strong in that moment so you can weather the storm. But that's just how it is. Like, I mean, that's how it is.
No, I feel you. I mean, I ain't tripping. All right, but let me do this. I want to throw this one clip in, because I think this kind of goes into the conversation we're having. But this is actually on a local level. A homie of mine is a young lady that I met last year. She's a dope musician. Her name is Love K. There is a situation going on. If you're listening and you're not from Baltimore, or if you're in Baltimore, you're not a part of the scene. Well, every scene, and this is not just a Baltimore thing. Every city has bad actors, people that do bad things in the city. In Baltimore, in the music scene, there have been multiple individuals identified as, rapists, because they have done acts against other individuals. In Baltimore, because our scene is so small, we have a tendency to forget that individuals might have been involved in stuff, and then things happen. So Love K really went online because there was a show that went on Friday. She can explain it better, but please play the clip.
So I'm coming to y'all today, unfortunately, about something that raises a lot of concern for me and a lot of people here in the art district or the art community, the musician community, whatever you want to call it here in Baltimore, Maryland, okay? A lot of people have concerns. A lot of people have complaints. A lot of people don't feel safe in certain environments. And I'm here to enlighten y'all on why that is. Which leads me to my concern here. Those who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Anybody that say I'm lying or whatever, suck my dick. Because you know what I'm talking about, and you still allowing these people to be put on platforms. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. So y'all see this flyer right here? Boom. The person who curated this show, name is K, Be More Alien. There was an issue only 2 years ago, and if y'all need receipts, it's fine. I'll have them attached. There was an issue 2 years ago where there was a man named Lowe's Carlos, whatever the fuck his name was. He has several sexual assault victims in this city and across the U.S., right? This is something I had knowledge of since 2015. I was in high school. I never knew the man's name, but it was always talked about. Soon as I got into the music scene, then I was warned about him. I was warned about, stay away from this man. He raped this woman. He raped that woman. We know he be raping. And I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. So I'm like, who is this nigga? Boom, boom, boom. This who he is. Who tells me this? The person hosting this show. Miss Cam. Niggas know I'm not lying. What year was this? This was 2019.
So I'm going to pause this. I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole because I feel like a lot of this is emotional. A lot of this is her expressing her personal feelings about it, and I definitely respect her for coming out and saying and having a conversation and opening up a dialogue. I purely wanted to play this clip because I wanted to have a conversation because I have things that I don't understand. So, number one, there are individuals that committed acts, inappropriate acts out in public. Now, I don't know. She said that one of the guy that she's referring to that she heard about has 7 charges, 7 open cases. That's crazy. Number one. Number two, this person was connected in the city, and then there were people that knew about these acts and still wanted to do business with that person. That's crazy. Now, I've always been a proponent of, if a person, if she had posted this video and said the guy went through his trial, he went to jail, he served his time, and he went to therapy, he came out and did a public apology, I probably wouldn't be on K's side. But from what she said and from what I've heard personally in the streets from other people that are a part of the music scene, is that there are multiple individuals still out here doing inappropriate acts, meaning that some people have been accused of rape, been on Twitter with it, and then find out, later on, they still doing it. Oh, they raped this other person. There's a very deep Twitter thread with over 1,000 entries of women telling stories about certain individual men committing acts, and they're just going back and forth with each other like, yo, that nigga did me like this. Yo, this nigga did me like that. I'm like, but then when I get into the thread and I'm like, would anybody be willing to come forward? Can we go to the police? Would you be willing to go to the police? Would you be willing to come on a platform and have a conversation? No, that's when I get crickets. I don't understand. And this young lady makes her statement. I understand her position. But then she's saying, yo, y'all still support these people. But I'm still trying to understand, when are the women going to support each other and stand up? And like, if the dude is in jail, he can't come to an event. And once again, I'm not trying to blame women. I'm not trying to say, that women can't, they have the choice to do what they want to do. But my frustration here is either give me the name and you let me deal with it, or you give the police the name and let the police deal with it. And let's go through the entire process. If you're going to give the name to the police, you got to show up in court. You got to put your name on the paperwork. This is where I want to see solutions to the problem. I want our scene to be safe. I want young women, because I have a goddaughter. I've got nieces. I have young ladies that are coming up. They love what I do. Some of them want to be media. Some of them want to be musicians. I want them to feel safe. I want them to be safe. I don't give a fuck how they feel. I want them to be safe wherever they go, whether in this music scene or around this city. Yo, why? I am not just trying to say, yo, guys, we got to step up, but I am saying that. Guys, y'all need to step up, bro. You need to be pulling coattails of niggas. If you see niggas acting inappropriately, yo, even down to the point where we get a little loose with, I understand hood shit is hood shit. So you going to call niggas bitches and y'all going to get back and forth. But we need to be more cognizant about our actions, making sure that we not being abusive, making sure that we definitely not supporting no rape shit, bro. Like, I seen niggas, I be telling, when I find out a niggas on some bullshit like that, I tell niggas they couldn't come to my radio station no more. Bro, you banned. And it's crazy that I had a ban list. I had 4 to 5 dudes where I was like, they can't come in my building. And then like people would end up DMing me, oh, yo, what's the problem? Nigga, this is what I heard. This is what happened. So like,
so my question is, if it's this, I'm confused because.
Go ahead, I'm with you. Go ahead.
Like, I don't understand how, like, if somebody comes to if you could come to social media, you can go to the police. Like, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, and all right, Raw Dope just had a comment. He said, it's deep. We can't touch that topic. Why can't I touch this topic? This is the result of lack of faith in the legal system. All right, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't understand. Like if you can go to social media and put a nigga on blast, you can go to the police. So like, again, I'm not, because I don't know the young lady, but I don't know if clearly people went to the police because he got cases, right? I'm assuming. Right. So I'm just trying to.
That's one guy out of maybe 7 or 8.
So maybe I don't understand. I'm trying to understand because you said there's a whole Twitter thread with thousands of messages. So, but that's multiple people that we talking about.
Multiple women who have been affected by different guys within the scene. So, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like a Twitter thread, and once she starts the thread where she's telling a story about how she was raped by a guy in a venue in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. So then there's another girl that comes in and says, yo, I was also raped by this particular person. Then there's another girl that's like, I was raped by this person. Then there might have been a fourth or fifth girl that said, well, I wasn't touched by this guy, but this guy from the same scene, he did it. And then there's another girl, yo, that nigga did the same thing. And it's like, yo, it'll make you sick to your stomach. I saw, because I had a friend of mine that sent me that thread, and I'm sitting there reading. And when I'm telling you, some of these women I know, and they're friends, and I'm angry.
Akila Devin, shout out to her. She said it was a big thing that happened. She said it shook the music industry up. She didn't even want to come outside for a period of time.
So, like, I want Akila to understand something. As a man, as a 45-year-old man, and any lady that's watching this right now, I am willing to stand with you if you decide to go and move forward to make whatever happen. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to the police station, let's do it. Like, if you want to, I don't want to keep arguing and fussing online about hearsay. Number one, I want to put shit to rest. Let's deal with the issue.
I think what happens is people so self-absorbed that, like, it sounds like this is some type of a music scene in Baltimore where people benefit from. So I'm not saying it's okay, but people be so self-absorbed that they rather, even we see it now, a nigga rather pick up the phone and record somebody getting jumped and damn near killed so they can get some likes on Instagram than to help the person out. Right. Same with this situation. It's like, yeah, that happened to them. I'm still benefiting off this situation, so I'm not gonna cut this person off, because if I, just like you said, we talking about Diddy, it's like he's helped so many people. So if I cut him off, then that's taking resources from me. I don't agree with it, but that's what happens in the world. But until we stick together, right? Like, if all these ladies stuck together and they really came together, I don't it's hard because I'm trying to, I don't know. I'm talking about it blindly. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know. Right. I didn't hear about this situation.
My issue comes down to, and I don't want to talk to her on this platform, but I want to have a conversation with the young lady, you know what I'm saying, about she was upset not because the rapist was in the venue at the event that just happened. She's saying somebody that was affiliated. So it was a manager that was managing an artist. This artist was the headliner of an event. So she's like, you shouldn't even have let this artist headline. And I'm like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right. So now my question then comes down to, all right, is the artist still being managed by that person, or did the guy let him go? All right, if the dude let him go and they not affiliated no more, how much time are you going to spend demonizing this one artist? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, to me, that's where we started getting into murky water, is because she was very adamant about canceling all of these people. Well, these all people was hanging out and like they knew the shit that went down. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, so.
Nah, but that, again, I get that though, bro. If somebody do you dirty,
right,
and people know about it and they do nothing about it, bro, it's F them too. It's like, bro, you mean it's if you, bro, if you're in the room and somebody does something outlandish to a woman, right? And you are there, you do nothing. Oh, you need to be held accountable too. Like,
agree.
Like, yes,
agree. But what if you're my manager? You go and do something. I wasn't there. I don't have firsthand knowledge of any of this. Okay. And then when I find out, I'm being ambushed on a situation like, yo, your man's out here doing some dirt. If I've known this dude 5-10 years, I'm gonna be like, yo, my first inclination is not gonna be, yo, bro, I can't never fuck with you no more. Like, oh, nigga, you this person. It's like, you want to stand next to your friend. That's why I said we getting into murky waters, because it's like, how do you navigate things? And I feel like going to 10 out the gate.
I mean, can somebody get her on the chat then? Because I don't understand. Shit. What's her name?
Her name is KLA. They Love K. Shout out to K. They Love K. I actually, hold on.
I'm trying to follow, but it's hard to follow because I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on. Let me. All right. I don't. Yo, can you jump on the stream? hold up. All right. So
Or
I don't hold
not.
on.
Oh,
Go ahead. You keep talking and let me read this first. Because she just
even if we can't get on the stream, you can call and just put it like so we can hear. Because I'm just trying to understand what's the axe here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it cut everybody off that got some type of ties to them? Because clearly the person is popular, right? So they got ties to everybody. So even if I know him, am I guilty by association because I know the nigga? Is that what you saying, Jay?
Right. You know what I mean?
I don't know the storyline. That's what I'm trying to. I don't know the storyline.
I'm trying to differentiate. So first of all, I need to differentiate what the issues are, so that I can focus. So we can focus on solutions. I don't want to unilaterally just cancel everybody just because there is. You know what I mean? This one person makes a problem. Now, if there are 2 or 3 people in the room, they actually are all a part of the problem. Yeah. So to clarify your statement that you made earlier to me, if a rape happens and I'm in the room and I don't do nothing about it, guess what? I'm a part of the rape, nigga. Like I'm co-raper. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not in the room, I had nothing to do with it, but we're friends or we're associated. And that's even less if I'm associated through business. If we just have a business association and something happens, then my number one thing is to disassociate myself. Let me do my investigation, figure out what's going on, and disconnect myself from that person and say, yo, this is inappropriate. And, you know what I mean, condemn that person appropriately. You know what I mean? Outside of that, to go, all right, fuck everybody in the whole situation, I feel like that's complicated. You know what I'm saying? Because now we're not learning, we just gangbanging. We just start instantaneously beefing. All right. So let me go to the chat real quick. Stan's house. She says Jaguar. Okay. Jaguar, right? I think that's what you're talking about. Andre says slippery slopes. What are the rules for snitching when it comes to different types of, can we stop, bro? We're not talking about drug dealing. We're not talking about gangbanging. We're talking about a man raping a woman. This is not street code.
In the case I understand the skepticism though, because in the case of this is true, it should be a dub. Period. Yes,
it's dub, right? And
we've seen so many times where it does be a slippery slope. Like I'm not saying because I don't know this situation. In the case is true, we should dub that person absolutely 100%. Right. But in the case that we don't know, you think we should just cancel people because people say things.
And that's
but I mean,
where
there's 1,000 people. Then, that's why I said I guess. But you said it wasn't 1,000 people saying one person. Like
right, exactly.
So I'm trying to understand what's going on.
And this is what made it complicated. All right. So I don't want. The reason why I brought this up is because number one, I want women to know that not only we're paying attention, but we're willing to take a stand.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, I'm paying attention to what's going on. Yeah. Hey, I follow Kay. I saw this. When she sheds a tear, that shit got me choked up. I'm getting pissed. So I'm sad for a friend of mine. I'm sad. And then I'm personalizing it because I have women in my life that move around the city every day. Young women. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be there to protect them at all times. So as a man that have women that I love around me, you know what I'm saying? I need to address this. But I'm not here to come in and start gangbanging. Fuck everybody and these niggas. No. Hey, ladies, what's going on? Who are these people? How are we going to deal with these people? If there is an issue, if somebody is doing something inappropriate, we have to bring charges. And the reason why I'm saying this is important because, and I'm not trying to single out Andre, but he made a statement that is going along with the problem. The rules on snitching. There is no rule. This is not about snitching. This is about somebody committed a crime against another person, and that needs to be dealt with. And we need to figure out, is it true or not true? We need to have the police involved so that we can have the court system take us through a process of figuring out who's right or wrong. And while that process is going on, we need to remove that person from our space to maintain the safety of the women in our spaces that are public. I hope I'm not being confusing and I hope I'm not being too loud. But does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Is it rape or it's you didn't get what you wanted after you gave it up I'm against rape or anything dealing with that, but women be playing and they can use that against a man, bruh.
That's true, but that's what I was speaking to.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
what I'm. But it's just again because I can't. I don't want to misspeak because I don't know the situation. You feel me? Like I got half of a story. Like I heard half of her. I didn't even get half of her story.
You didn't get the other half, right? Correct. So what needs to happen now is we need to deal with this. Like once again, like, and this is where I don't like is like everybody, the conversation gets to this point, and then everybody goes, all right, everybody to their corners now because sometimes niggas is dirty and sometimes bitches are dirty. So now it's a dead conversation. What needs to happen is it's time for the court case. And if it's a guy being accused of something and you know that it's if somebody's accusing you and you know it's untrue, you need to be standing on your square about that shit.
Yes, and I'm 100% with that. I think what happened is people were so scared. People be so scared to put themselves out there. They rather. I'm with that 100%. People be so scared to put themselves out there because they think it's going to bring too much attention to it. It's like, nah, bro. Like, nah, I don't agree with that. Like.
He got a right. The man has rights too. And once again, it goes back to what I'm saying to stop with this snitching shit. If a girl gonna come out at me and say some wild shit and take it to social media, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the police and I'm going to file charges. Bro, this is defamation.
Yes.
This is not true. I am not that nigga. I have never done that. And look, let's have a court case and see. Let's get this shit cleared up. Let's deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. So that once again, I need my family, I need my wife, I need my kids, I need whoever I'm dealing with to feel safe in these streets. So that means we got to start conducting ourselves more above board. Once again, I'm not talking about street shit. I'm not talking about drug dealing. I ain't talking about, organized crime. That's over here. But us civilian people that are musicians or that are just everyday people living our lives, we have to start not operating by some organized crime rule for our everyday lives. So something happened. So everybody just keeps sweeping it under the rug. But guess what happened? Now we sitting on a powder keg of so much shit that's been swept under the rug. We don't even know how to even handle shit like regular people. But when we start getting this trash up from underneath of our rugs and we start separating what's real and what's fake, then we can guess what's going to happen? Women are going to at least feel like black men, the black women in our communities that are frustrated are at least going to be like, this is ugly, but at least I feel like my black men are doing what they have to do to make us feel safe again. We have to take responsibilities too, bro. And we can't always default to, well, now you know how these bitches be. Yeah, bro, sometimes you gotta, to clean up a house, you gotta get dirty, baby. We all got to get dirty in this motherfucker and start cleaning shit up. And that means that we have to start approaching things different. We have to start thinking differently. We have to start taking responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, you even sleeping with a girl that has mental issues like that to where that's going to be something she's going to default to. You can see that shit early. We all know we love, and I ain't going to try to make it funny, but we all know we like certain things sometimes, but there are toxic consequences that come along with it. So that at some point now, as men, as a 45-year-old man, let me tell my younger brother something. All vagina ain't good vagina. Every situation ain't just a situation. Sometimes you need to just be like, when shorty start acting a little crazy or she's saying crazy stuff when you first met her, and she'll talk, I stab a nigga. Oh, Guess what you need to do? Hey, my queen, it was nice meeting you. So I hope you get help you and start moving off. Go ahead.
I think Kay just hit the Instagram. She's trying to go live on Instagram, but I'm about to send her my email. I'm about to tell her send me her email. So hold on.
Okay, hey Kay, I'm about to email you. I got her email address. I'm about to email you the link right now, fam. So you know what I'm saying, to get her on. All right. So yeah, all in all, and I just want to be very clear about this, bro. I don't want this to be about anything more than us showing each other support. You know what I'm saying? Like I want this to be all about us. Hold on, Shola, because I'm saying this to her. I want this to be also about starting a new day where us as black men are stepping up and we're having difficult conversations, and this is something I respect Kay for. When she texted me back, she was like, yo, I only want to talk about solutions. Let's talk about solutions.
I'm with that.
Let this be that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like half the people in the chat keep wanting to. I think a lot of y'all need to sit back while we're having this conversation. Y'all need to look at the stuff y'all putting in the chat. A lot of stuff y'all are having trauma responses. Is this how an adult, like if your child came home to you and has some issues and something really happened, how are we responding? Are we just going to lose our minds and go crazy? Or are we going to start being more responsible? Are we going to start being, how are we going to find balance and I'm talking about just ways of approaching dealing with issues? If we all say we have faith, and whether it be Allah, whether it be Christ, whether it be whomever, like when you stand in front of your God, how are you justifying the actions that you're taking? You know what I mean? Like Andre, what does accountability look like in our community?
Did we get her the link, the invite?
Yeah, I just emailed her the link. It's in your email. Okay. And I don't know if it's cool for me to tell you what email address I sent it to, but yo, Kay, if you see this, whatever the you know what I mean, we was emailing each other, like whatever the last email address you sent me, that's the one I sent it to. So like she'll pull up in a second.
So what does accountability look like in our community?
I think you and I just kind of agreed on a way to go about it. I feel like the old school way was, hey, we gonna find a nigga, you know, we fuck him up. That was the old school way. If it was the 70s and the 60s, you know, that would be a physical retaliation against the individual man. But that's because at that time period, our word meant more back in the day.
I think accountability is public scrutinization too, as well. Agreed. Like put a name on it. Like if this stuff is real, put a name on it. Let's all put a name on it. Then that's gonna take away the money. It's gonna take away the reputation. You feel me? Like I think we should start putting names on it. Like because we're trying to like talk around. I'm like, man. But again, we got to be careful with that because I just be wanting to make sure things are true before we start to put somebody under the
well, and that's the reason why I stopped the video before she started putting people's names out here. Because I don't want this to be about this particular person or canceling a specific person. I wanted this to be about, and I want this to be about us having the discussion on how to deal with the issues.
How does that? I think somebody's put it, but how does that then we get back to where we started, right? Because if we're not putting a name on it, then we have no accountability. Then we're really just talking hypotheticals and circles. And then when it happens again, then we don't say the name, then it continues to happen.
I know, but all right, so I hear what you're saying. I'm going to push back and say, if I'm giving you a different process by which to think about the issue and to approach the issue, if it does happen, now you know how to effectively deal with the issue. So now, if we're having this,
you as the person as the victim,
and the person that's the friend of the victim, the person that's as the police officer, we all need to be adjusting the way we approach this situation. We need to stop worrying about every individual situation. We all need to be addressing how do we show up properly for those people when it happens. So meaning as a friend, if I get the phone call and I've had this happen with me I've had it happen once or twice within the last few years. I get a phone call. I have a friend crying on the phone and she's saying, yo, this just happened to me. The way I used to handle shit is give me this nigga name or we gonna bury this nigga. But as a over 40 man, now it's tell me what happened. Yo, are you prepared for me to come get you? Yo, I'm ready. Let's go to the police. And they're telling me, no, I don't want to do that. And me being patient enough to understand that this person is going through something. I need to allow them to, cycle through their feelings, but I'm still going to be very adamant about, yo, let's bring this to light. Let's deal with this issue. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the police. Let's handle this the right way. All right. Now police aren't going to just take a woman's side. They're rocking with the fellow officer. I'll wait.
Okay. So I think Kay is on here. We want to add her.
Oh yeah. Yep. Add her.
I think she fixing her camera. Once she fixes her camera, we'll add it to the stage.
Okay. Stan House, white shirt, you hear me? Yo, Kay.
Hi.
Good morning, dear. Good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry to like throw you in the midst of a little hurricane.
No,
But all right. So what we are trying to do is have this conversation. We want to have a conversation about solutions, and I appreciate you even texting me that, like, not wanting to go back and forth and argue with about this person and that person.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to be solution based in this conversation. So you know what I mean. I don't want to call people like, yo, this ain't about being salacious. I really want this to be about how can me being an old nigga.
What's salacious mean?
Salacious meaning I don't want this to be about popularity and you know, this ain't a Wendy Williams moment. I'm not trying to call everybody name out and call them. No. What I'm saying is I'm old. You know me, Kay. I'm an old nigga. You know, I like staying in the house. I stay out the way. But I don't never want you because I know you and I fuck with you. We homies. I never want you to feel uncomfortable when you go out. So what can I do to help make your situation more comfortable? What do I need to do to preserve the scene that I've grown up loving? I grew up in this hip hop scene. I know you ain't see me when I was out there, but I never wanted no person to feel uncomfortable. I got nieces. I got young ladies around me. I want them to feel comfortable. So what do I need to be doing?
So let me say this. It's not anything in particularly that you need to be doing because you're a safe person. You haven't been around people or I would just say, people show different sides of themselves to different people. So sometimes you don't know the things to do because, like a lot of people saying, they're like, oh, I didn't know, I don't know. So the only thing that you can do, you personally, even you, J Hill, people who know that they're safe people, they don't know what's going on. You ask people around you before you start working with people, before you start doing certain events, before, if you hear something, you don't brush it under the rug. You say, like, oh, like what you heard about this artist, what you have a conversation with that artist. Yo, tell me your background. Yo, how do you feel? I feel like we don't really get to know each other around here. It's kind of like, who got a little bit of clout? Oh, they got a little bit of clout. We need them on this platform. And it's like, well, and it's also social media's fault nowadays because we don't try to get to know each other. No one's really digging into each other's person anymore. It's just about how everything looks, which is fine. So I feel like what we need to do here locally is actually communicate with each other. And when things actually, and I know y'all said don't say names, no, none of that. That's fine. That's cute. But I agree with Jay Hill. What's the point of not saying names because then nothing will happen? The police not fixing shit. The police not fixing a motherfucking thing. And even then, let me not say this because the people directly, because I'm going to respect y'all and I'm not going to say their name. But if you've seen the video, you've seen the names. They might not have committed a actual crime directly. So I wouldn't want to be like, yo, get the police on them. That's for that man's camp or that man's manager. I don't think because I don't know. I'm not a victim of that particular artist in specifics. I know of what his camp has done and what he has allowed. Now, I know that I said, if you allowed it, you just a part of it. I agree. But I wouldn't be like, yo, officer, him. Because reality is he did not commit the act. So he is the one who, and that's why I said this the other day, God puts us in a certain purpose in our life. God puts an anointing over your life, right? So if I was that artist, scratch everybody else. We're going to use that one headlining artist. If I was that artist and I found myself in that situation I was in 2 years ago, and I had this management I would have came to my people. I would have came to Baltimore. Everybody that's been supporting that got me up there after that protest, after all that shit happened, I would have came to my people on social media and I'd have been like, y'all, I'm fucked. I don't know what to do. I know this shit going on. You feel me? I don't know what to do. Shit, I'm a little scared of the nigga myself. You feel me? My career at stake, my life at stake. It's so many things that's at stake. I don't know how to help y'all. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I would appreciate that much more than I ain't know. Oh, we gonna put that in the past. Because reality is, So if you speak out and you speak your truth, whether the police gonna do something or not, We gonna act like life ain't been the same as it's been all throughout history. The people gonna rock with you because the people is how you got there. The police ain't help you get there. So that don't make no sense. And people live in fear too much. That's why people don't like confrontation. People don't like a lot of things nowadays because people live in fear. But like I was saying, if this was the civil rights movement, my nigga, we would be fucked. Because this is a small level of fucked up shit that is happening around us that we can't even just speak on. We can't even just speak on. That's like even, and that's why I ain't really saying nothing on social media the next 2 days, because it's like I said, I'm not trying to build no clout or no shit. It's just literally my peers around me are like, yo, we can't believe this is bothering us so much. It's still shit happening to this day. These niggas don't take accountability for. So I just said, you know what? Y'all need to stop telling me. Tell them. Tell them this is something that we should be saying, because if you don't feel safe, that's your right in my neighborhood type shit. Like, and my thing is, if y'all know the past and the situations that have occurred, if y'all are really new people, and I'm not trying to be funny, y'all just know this is my personality. I would have been doing turkey drives. I would have been giving clothes to the hood. I would have been making music about mental awareness, about victim awareness. I would have been doing things to show people that I at least care a smidget. At least a smidget. So I don't even think it's something that you have to do directly. It's something that those people have to acknowledge within themselves that, look, nigga, we was wrong. We was wrong. How do we make it right? You don't disappear for a couple days and then you come back and act like, what, Baltimore don't love me no more. That's crazy. That's insane. That's not fair. That's not fair to us. That's not fair to the people who have been victims. It's not fair. Whether it was 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 days ago, 13 weeks. It's not fair. The way the internet works now, and the way if people... And the crazy thing is, people want to have a following. They want people to be attached to them. Show your truth. Show your truth. If you want people to respect you and love you and appreciate your music for who you are, nigga, who the fuck are you? Not just a nigga running around with the parties with shiesties on. The niggas wearing shiesties the first year every event because he know niggas didn't want to see him. Why you even come out?
If I may jump in, I think some of the key things you were saying, and I would like to, I want to make sure that people are locking in with the key things. Number one, being more attentive to who you let in your circle. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, vetting people. Now, I would have to apologize for my generation for not teaching your generation to be more cognizant. When I was a kid, it was banged in my head that you are who you hang out with, and you really need to know who the people are around you and making sure that you can be safe and that they can be safe. Y'all can be safe as a collective. So like, that's a problem on us. And I would definitely be doing more of a job to making sure that people are vetting. Vetting people are number one. Number two, like I said, and she just said in her statement, I wanted to have this conversation because it's a difficult conversation. And I get sick and tired of seeing young ladies like her, because this ain't the first time I seen a video like that. And then it's like, all right, we have backdoor conversations, but there's nothing ever like brought together and then like trying to at least address it. Number three is, yo, like niggas need to be more vigilant about dealing with the young ladies that are being victimized. We need to be supporting them so they can come forward. If this is a real situation, come forward, let the claims be official. And then on the flip side, bro, if you've been accused of something and you swearing that you ain't, then cool. You need to come out and y'all need to have a real resolution.
This is what I'm gonna tell you why people not gonna do that, because they said that 2 years ago. They said we was gonna have community meetings and we gonna bring the people out and the victims gonna speak out. It's not, because them behind closed door, the victims are being threatened. Them behind closed, the victims are being scared. So it's like, we can say all this now and be like, oh yeah, like let's tell the, because the thing is, yes, we should make women comfortable enough to speak out. But reality is, the victim should not have to speak out when they already, that like, this is something that they already been through and had to relive over the last couple of years. So it's just like, if anything, that's why I didn't even want to say your name like that, who did the acts, because I don't know yo. You feel me? Like, I don't know, yo, never seen yo. I just knew his name was Los, all that other shit. So it's like, for people who know directly, I feel like it's time for them. If I was those people that put on the show, and mind you, if I knew what we went through a couple years ago, if I knew my camp was having problems with, not having problems, if I knew my camps was fucking monsters, if I knew that, and if I knew I was a fucking star and I'm an artist and I'm trying to do these things in Baltimore, my first event out, before every event, I will probably have a charity event. I will probably send out notices to let people know this will be a safe event. We will have security. We will have these things. You will be safe. That will be something I do at every event. I wouldn't be on the internet talking about shit that don't matter. If I know what just happened in my community, I would be speaking out to women. I would be doing things like y'all doing. I would be having sit-down conversations. If I was the artist, I would be like, yo, let me get her on here so she can tell me her story. But niggas not doing that because niggas know how this world has been working. And we seeing it unfold in different places. We seeing it unfold. It's the same thing here. So it's up to those people. And that's why I didn't add them people. I know I said names because I'm a very direct person. I'm a very blunt person. That's why I don't speak a lot, because I don't like not saying names. Why are we doing that? If somebody did you wrong, if somebody did some wrong shit, they wrong. And this is also something I want to say, because I ain't even want to get on their asses. I don't believe everybody deserves to be scrutinized for the rest of their lives. Jesus died for our sins. You feel me? So it's not saying because you do shit, you do bad shit, you a bad person for the rest of your life. But when you continue to do bad shit, you lie about doing bad shit, you enable other people around you to do bad shit. Now I'm looking at you crazy.
Word. I don't mean to jump. I'm not trying to cut you off. I need to clarify something, and then we actually do have to ball out because I got a meeting at 1. All right. So let me clarify. When she said the name Los, and not King Los.
No,
just live in Baltimore. Then King Los is not in Baltimore. Yeah. So let's clarify that. And then
nobody y'all know. This nigga is off the face of the earth. You will not find this man.
More than likely, or got a stand account. All right. Raw Dope said, "How can you protect somebody behind closed doors?" We'll get into that another day. But yo, I wanna continue this conversation. Yo, Love K, I appreciate you for standing up and saying something. You know I got mad love for you. Please be safe out in these streets. You know, if you need me, you call my phone, nigga. Like, and you know what I mean? You gotta talk. Hey, you gotta talk to old niggas so niggas can put you on the game. But if y'all don't listen to the old niggas, can't nobody protect you. That's all I gotta say. That's all. I'm ending on that. But we love y'all, man.
No, appreciate y'all, man. Listen, not right here, but listen, man. We gotta start putting a name on it and standing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to K, bro. I appreciate you for pulling up. But I think the only way we want to stop this is if you put a name on it. And I'm gonna be 100% with you. Put a name on both ends, because it be some women out here who be false accusing niggas. And like, I done had some shit happen to me, and my homies came to me and be like, bro, she did this to a few other guys, and they ain't posted on social media. You know what I'm saying? They not saying they ain't take up for me. Yeah, they ain't believe her because her track record wasn't good. But shit, they ain't take up for me either. I mean, not saying take up for me, but I ain't getting nothing in public. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, I think we need to start putting names on both ends. The people that's lying, put a name on it.
Yeah,
let them niggas know.
That's exactly what I said. Both ends need to come to the table, and it shit need to be dealt with. You know what I'm saying? And if you need protection, there's going to be protection in place for you. You know what I mean? Man, we could do that. I'm with the conversation because I ain't scared. I think that's another thing. People be scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I don't know, but we gotta go. Yeah. I wish I could go more into it because I was listening, but I gotta go. Yo, well, y'all keep it locked. He's gonna let y'all know. We can probably do Monday or Wednesday or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna be back ASAP. I promise y'all.
All right, man. We'll see y'all later. Talk to y'all later.